Bacon. Bacon. Small bacon.
All right, hey, welcome to another edition of JTJU, where we all try to be just a little better at the game of Clash of Clans. I got the next episode of Super Sunday, and that's where we go out and during the wars of both main 2, 3, and 4 of the JTJ family, as well as some of the affiliates, we wander around and look at live attacks if there are some to be had, and or take a look at some of the best replays from all those different wars. So you can either browse through this. It's kind of long, usually. Usually they run somewhere between an hour and a half. Or if you want, take a look right here is the list of the attacks in order by Town Hall. Or you can always download from the link that's below it a PDF that actually has the links themselves. It'll zoom you right to those attacks, and it also includes both attacks by Town Hall as well as attacks by attacker. So overall, cross Super Sunday episodes, you can see just one attacker's style. Hope it helps. Let's take a look.
All right. Hey, welcome to another edition of Super Sunday, where we all get together as part of the nation and check out some of our awesome and less than awesome attacks. We've got on deck the usual JTJ clans as well as some of the affiliates. Looks like the usual Banny Venix. You can see I got Trench starting out there. And then seems like the Outlaws, Zombie Squad, and J5 want to get a little bit of fame, 5 minutes in spotlight perhaps, to see what we can dig up. So we'll kind of wander around through those clans this time. And it should be interesting because the update came out this week, so we'll see a little bit of the meta shifts changing some of the attacks. But you know what I thought, Kitty? You know what I thought we should start with? Besides me looking at my base and wondering why I haven't cleaned up those shrubs yet.
That's a good idea.
I think I need to start with my trench attack because why not? So we're going.
Or are you going to do it live?
I'm doing it right now. I'm going to click on my
Cool.
emulator and make it happen. So I'm going to go in here. You can watch with me. I'm going to. I haven't started yet. I'm assessing the situation. I have to I have to get the CC out. So I think I'm going to drop a giant. This is as far as the planning is going to go. Somehow I'm going to get that stuff away from the defenses, and I'm going to circle it with a ring of deadly archers, bringing down whatever is in the CC, and then I will unleash, yes, my rabid CC of hogs with heal support, and then I should loon my way to victory, I believe. That's the plan. Let's go.
Sounds like a good one.
So let's see here. Good. I do have a giant. I can. Let's try to find a place where he won't get in trouble. How about here? Damn it! All right. Wait a minute. Okay. Ooh, this is unusual. 5 loons. All right. You're making it difficult on me. We're going to drag these out with my barbarians. Come hither, my friends of the air. Don't hurt him. Oh, he's dead. All right, here we go now. I'm now going to just... You think they're far enough out? Probably. Let's go one more. Oh, they're chasing him. Okay, now we're really going to get this guy. And the beautiful, which you'll never see again in Town Hall 8 and 9 and 10 play, the cluster and kill. Uh-oh. This is kind of getting awry. I'm out of archers. This could get really bad. Back up, wizard. Dude, that... All right. Phase 2 of the attack begins. Let us drop our powerful hogs. No spring traps. Good. We're in safely. That was part of the plan I should have thought about a little bit. The spring trap action could have really ruined it for me. Let's go ahead.
I'm good at finding them too. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and put the heal over here. Help them out while they're causing a ruckus. More of you. Let's get some wizard support. And now, while they're distracted, let's bring in the death blow. The hammers from the sky. I think I've got her. I think I've got it, Katie. Or Kitty. I think I've got it. Let me high five myself.
Yeah, no, that's
this is the kind of awesome you can expect from me in gameplay at Town Hall. What is this, 7? No, 6. Town Hall 6. You know, I got the ivy on the walls. That makes it a little harder. So don't underestimate me. I know what I'm doing. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that, Kitty. That's for the Venix.
Very nice.
There you go.
Thank you.
Now,
Excellent.
do we have?
We needed those.
Is there any other attacks I should look at? I know that Spielberg was saying he was wanting to go.
See how ready he is.
15 minutes. Otherwise, while he's poking around, let's take a look and see if there's any awesomeness. The Venix Battle War just started, so let's see if there were any people that just jumped at the chance. Trappist, looks like you're on deck, my friend. Supervillain, that's a new name. Supervillain.
Yeah.
Is that a Town Hall 7? It's kind of low. Let's go to Trappist. Is Trappist, he's an 8, right?
Yes.
Let's take a look. I'm replaying now on Trappist. We'll just go with regular. We'll go at 2 speed. Here we go.
That's one of Bren's.
Oh, it's one of his alts? I like. Okay, now see, we're seeing a ton of this play. We're calling it the 2p.tk in attack names. 2 poisons for the trigger kill. Although his second point, he didn't do it. Trappist, what are you doing? So, you should have, what, oh Lord. See, if you would have done them both in place, see, we're seeing a lot of people using 2 poisons to basically nullify the CC and just move in with mass hogs, which is what he's doing now. And then we'll show you some attacks in JTJ where then they use the 4-finger Barch deploy. We're going to call that diamond because it hits all 4 sides of the base at once. And it kind of looks like a diamond shape. But then they just basically swarm from all 4 sides and drive in because you no longer have the fear of the CC. And because you have so many hogs in the field with the CC of hogs in addition, because you don't have to have the 2 witches and the barbarian anymore, you are set. You don't have to sweat spring traps, DGBs. To this point, we haven't really seen a DGB setup that's messed with it. There is some risk there because it'll drive all the things to the mid. But Trappist, I like the thinking. The 2 poison, you were thinking about it, and so that you get 8 points out of 10. 8.
I did the 2 poison version of that. He told me to with Kitty.
Yeah,
in another clan earlier.
As soon as it's clearly everybody's like it's a no-brainer, and I think
it worked really well.
Either it's an ongoing effort by Supercell to eliminate the complexity of the CC draw out of attacks.
Yeah.
Or it's an unplanned buff for attacking, and they're going to nerf it. But I think
it was deliberate because everybody was putting dragons in, weren't they?
Yeah, I think people were struggling with the hounds and the dragons and the CC and at Town Hall 8 and 9. So anyway, it's going to make attacks very much about a strong trigger. At 8, you don't have to. Most of your triggers are pretty simple. Everything's exposed. At 9, there can be layouts that need a stronger trigger.
I'm going to try it with my Zap Queen Penta tonight.
On the 9 account?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it should be interesting. I think you'll see a lot more of those attacks that invest maybe 30 to 50 slots out of a Town Hall 9 army camp and take a portion of the base out while triggering the CC so that they can do the 2 poison on it, and then they will resume their attack in a second phase.
I might let you watch it later if it goes okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll be around. I'll be around. We won't be on live by then, but yeah. Well, or maybe we will. Maybe you can do it.
It's a Town Hall 10, and
All right. Don't
talking
feel
and doing.
Don't feel pressure. All right,
I don't want to do a BK.
Is Spielberg ready, or should I go wander? I could check Prior War, I guess, for funsies.
Yeah, the top half is still available.
Oh yeah, okay. Look at that war log for the Venix. Woo!
Quite nice, isn't
You're
it?
on fire! Don't tell anybody.
No.
They might actually, the war gods may be like, well, now you will be met up with 15 Town Hall 10s. Good luck.
We've been there.
Good luck with that. Let's see, Steedy, 2-star. Replay not available though. Okay, we'll have to just here's one.
You need to look
in
the war events.
And it's a miss by A-Boy. Wow, should we torture him and show one of his misses?
I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
Oh, let's do it then. Let's try to figure out what happened.
Because that's what he does.
Against an entry level. A-Boy, losing his game. Let's see here. So there's that poison, the double poison. Now, one thing I've noticed is that you want to have a pause between the first and second poison spell. If you're really quick with your poison drops, bang, bang, it won't. See, that guy lived. So if he would have waited.
Yeah, we were talking about that on band today.
So you want just a slight delay. Poison, poison because there's an effect of the poison after the spell ends, which actually kills the dragon when it works. So it's that close between the poison working and not working. If you double tap fast, it won't work at all. And so maybe that was part of his problem. Very uncharacteristic deploy of hogs for A-Boy as well. That's kind of spammy. It felt whinish to me. Ugh. Is this the A-Boy must be sleepy?
I'm trying to remember what you said about it.
Well, what he said?
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because he got penetration. Look how, but see how that one expo. Now, how did that happen? So he lost his team that came from that one flank. I guess he was thinking that his kill squad. Oh, and the queen never went down. Holy shucks! All right, now I have to go back. Everybody's like, please no. Well, sorry. This is lagging for anyone else. Yes, lag is normal. Yes, that's true. Thank you, Kitty. You keep the people in the Twitch chat squared away. But isn't everyone on Twitch now curious? Why didn't that one first hog flank get to the expo? And two, why didn't his Kill Squad, which came in from here, get there? We'll stop once we find out. We're just going to go to that part. He's just too fast with his fingers. His APM is too high. Slow down, A-Boy. Take time. Nice and slow with the poison. All right, looks good.
A lot of people were thinking they had to drop them together at first.
The bomb didn't hurt.
So it would be faster.
Gollum was in a little late, I would say, because your witches were exposed. Took a little damage, didn't really hurt him. Where's his jump to get access? He was thinking, oh, you know what? So he thought, here's what happened. He thought the queen would jump the wall to the top box, but his witches broke the bottom box, and so the queen was working that, and his kill team was sitting up here. Oh, very interesting in terms of the timing. And then he lost his hogs. That is crazy. There they are right there on the boat. It's just too much with the queen still up. So it was really just he opened too many boxes at once. 2 boxes, so his kill team went to one side, and he was planning on because he didn't bring a jump. That's why I said, where's the jump? If he had the jump, the king would have heard the call and would have come. Maybe. It's a 10-level queen, so it's not too strong. But yeah, couple different interesting things in an attack to learn from. Hey boy, he's such a team player to share those type of attacks. Are we ready? Speedily, he hasn't said anything. I'll have to look some more. Let's see, who else will we torture? Andrew, Donnie, they both had 2 3-star wars there. A 6-star war. I want to see if Andrew Trappist with another one. We already looked at him once. James. Silver Fox. Oh, there's Andrew again. So Andrew, you win just because your name's jumping out at me. So let's look at your highest level attack. But no replay, so forget that. Look, I forgot about
it's only the update was halfway through. All
right. I want to go then. We'll do one more. And if then he isn't ready by then, we'll come back. We'll go visit somebody and come back. We'll look at James for funsies.
That's why I'm just getting the CC filled now, so
all right.
Hopefully that means it's ready.
Now here's another one. So 8666. Was this before the update, Kitty? So this war was in midst of the update?
Yeah, it was in the middle of it, yeah.
Did you get the CC spell because of that, or was it not available? So if you
it became available halfway through. I was so annoyed that if I'd waited.
Yeah, you could have had it.
Yeah, there was a couple of ones. No, exactly.
So Andrew actually did a pretty good attack there, or James did. This is James. Not bad. Looks like I think it looked like a 3-spot deploy. Wasn't really surgical per se, but he had a nice draw out and then did the Wee Whiz CC T-duck kill, which you no longer have to do, James. Or you can. You can be like, I'm old school. I draw it out and I kill it. It could be like your signature move. They're like, everybody will be like, don't do that. But you're like, no, I need to do it just in case. And there he goes, finishing off the attack. All right, Spielberg.
Yeah, he's ready.
Oh, he's ready? All right, I'm coming out. I'm returning.
He's saying his signal's a bit dodgy, but we'll see.
What's his signals dodgy? He might drop his Wi-Fi, you mean?
Yeah. Oh, well. He's probably just getting that in quick before.
Okay, that's a good excuse. Okay, good excuse on the table. We're ready.
I think he's on number 5. The
Okay.
phone.
All right, we can take a gander. But see, if I go in and look, then I got to come back out. So I'll just wait. I will gaze at the base just at the same time everybody else does. So I'll just wait. Hey, I just wanted to say too, my buddy told me about you to watch for some good advice. Cool stuff what you do. Oh, Eggstorm. Well, I will talk to you, but Kitty, tell me if he starts going. I'm talking to Eggstorm on Twitch. Anybody can talk to me on Twitch if you come out. Twitch.tv, JTJU is where we're at. And if you have replays, especially because once I start the show, I don't look at the replays off of our Nation channel. We look at it.
He's just shouting Leroy Jenkins now, so I presume that means it's time to go.
So, Kitty, you do not know what Leroy Jenkins means.
It is.
Do you know what it means?
Of course I do. Okay. I do watch films.
Okay, all right. I didn't know if you're a World of Warcraft fan, that you would understand.
No, but I do have husbands.
Okay, so he told you the story. Actually, the actual video of the guy doing it in the war raid wasn't as funny as when people tell you about it. I think it's just the way he said it. Leroy Jenkins.
The guy in our last clan did it.
About that way. All right, so he's basically going with a 3-go at the queen. So he's going right at her. He hasn't triggered, so he's going to deal with the CC in the walls.
We were debating that because it looks like the double giant bombs are up at 12.
Well, we shall see.
But his
heroes are. This is just my feeling. Is that see how now? So we're out. We've got two loons plus a dragon dropping crap all over your golems. I'm just potty mouthing today. But so they're hammering the heck out of your golems. And what I want you to do is take a look after this attack's done. See how much damage was dealt by the CC to your troops. And then that amount of slot damage is how much you could use in a pre-attack to trigger the CC if you didn't have an easy trigger. And then you could have done the double poison. But anyway, he's moving along. That giant bomb there was okay. We got the heal down. He's got a wizard on the town hall. So basically, this is it.
It's
on the floor is what we got to make it through with. I like that the queen's still up. If she'd move up, that would be really great. If she would get that, if she would get that archer tower, but she's hanging out. Oh, here she comes. She's gonna help. No, she's not. She's like, well, I'd really like to shoot.
Got the hogs down now.
I would rather.
Oh no, there's still a couple.
I don't think he's got enough. And again, I think so. This attack is probably not gonna end out with a 3. You don't got enough juice. You got the queen, so I think it's gonna go to time for sure. I don't think you're gonna end up with.
He's still got nearly 2 minutes. I'm still not used to this.
It's the new Supercell update. You get 38 minutes to make your attack. Your clanmates can go out, get dinner, and come back. You'll still be going at it with one less queen. No, hopefully that doesn't happen. But, yeah, okay, this is the key right here. Queen can't go down. Can't go down. She went down. So it's really,
at least it's a 2, and it's a high 2.
It is. But so again, I think the interesting thing that Spielberg can look at this is to take a look at and ponder the slot cost of damage that was done to him by the CC before it died. And then think about how you could use those same slots, they're going to die, almost as a suicide team to trigger the CC and take out a portion of the base. Like if you were worried about the DGBs at 12, push in at 12 and trigger from 6, and push into 6 and take out 6. It really simplifies the hog pathing. And then you do that double poison on it, and then you just can go rolling into town, take out the queen, and then drive off that. Okay, he's done. But Spielberg, it was good. It was a good attack at the beginning. It wasn't against it. But I think the meta now makes hogging at Town Hall 9. Once people get that whole concept of a first phase TK, 2P TK, then bing bada boom, it's going to be a lot simpler. And I don't think people realize how much damage those loons were doing. I've been harping about it for a couple of weeks, but I tell you, those loons do more damage than you think.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So we're done. And Snurfo was I'm out. So we're all good. No other attacks, right?
He's from our feeder clan.
Oh, okay.
He's away off to do his war.
So you can feel free, Kitty, to just hang out in my headset if you want and help me with if I miss stuff on Twitch chat, or resume your duties if you have other things.
Yeah, no, I will. Okay. What I might do is go and do my attack live whilst you go away, and then I'll come back.
All right. I'll go.
One day I'll be brave enough.
I can take a hint. I'll go. All right, I got to leave, though. I got to take Trench over to these other affiliates. I'll be back.
I know that BK's keen to go live, so I hope he's ready.
Oh, you think...
well, sorry, I'm not dictating the order you do.
You're saying Zombie Squad's ready? BK's Zombie Squad, right? I don't have enough trophies. Tell BK I need... So how do I get a hold of BK? Let's see here. BK, lower... American Zombie Squad, trophies.
I'll get him on band.
Trophies. Yeah, you poke him there. I poked him on Twitch. So meanwhile, while we wait for that, let me go over to one of the affiliates that hasn't participated before. And that would be Short Circuit. Let's go meet the Short Circuit guys and see what they want to recommend. I have requested entry, Short Circuit. Let me in. Let me in, little pig, little pig. I am now a member. Okay. Hey, what attacks should I look at? Or live ready? Let's take a gander. Let's look at their war log. Let's put them on the spot. How's the war log looking? Not bad. Ooh. They've really improved. Look at that. They're kind of on a roll. I mean, they have this one short one here. They're running smaller wars. So smaller wars, I think you can often get a mismatch more frequently. Blah, 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 blah. They're talking to themselves. Okay. So let's take a look at some of their war. I'm a war spectator. Of course. Of course I am. Let's go to the current war. Let's forget about this. Let's go and see what they got. Dawn. Can I tell what levels these are? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Supercell, that you hover and just kind of just see the levels. I guess we'll just go in. Let's just scout them and we'll see if there's anything that look interesting in terms of base layout. What is this? This is a Town Hall 8.5. No oh, they're the expos. Base layout's not too, I mean I'm gonna say Don, good 3-star, but I'm gonna say that baseline. What is that? That's an interesting. What is this all about? This is more of an artistic layout. Hold on. We're looking at what the most interesting. Okay, here we go. Here's the more standard base. No one's attacked this yet. They're. I'm gonna have to see how you beat that weird base on number 2 in a minute. Unless they've got. Hey, Clements. Say last war's and this war's attacks from Dawn are the best replays. Okay, so it's a Dawn show? Alright, welcome to the Dawn show. Let's take a look at Dawn. They like his attacks. So he's going to do a 4Q with a 2-go. Maybe a little snipe action off the back, unless that's the loons coming in. So there he goes. That does pretty much open it up. I think he got that one. Yep, he did. So he's got easy access to the mid. I would have waited on that loon team you dropped. That would have brought from over here, Don. But really, the stars of your show were your witches with the queen, that queen side. They really powered through the rest of the base. Not bad. Let's look at one other from Don. Prior war, unless they're unless Don wants to jam liner. It was a victory. And see, Don had one other attack. Let's take a look at this. Oh, this is actually a max base from Don. All right, Don. Now you've really got your work cut out for you. Queen's buried. You're doing mass witch. Okay. That's not as commonly seen, but you're seeing the racetrack formation and you're like, why not? Double poison on the queen. Let's see how... Whoa! Look at that. Be interesting to go back and see how much of that damage to her was the poison spells versus the skeletons that busted in there in the last minute. But nice. Golem's still up. Huh. It really pathed out well for you. I mean, look at how that one golem went top, kept the flanking off from here down. You had some really nice pathing. I don't know if it was intentional or just kind of flowed good. You know, sometimes attacks just flow really well. But it was the right call. I mean, anytime we see that race tack type format, if you can get it down to like 3 boxes with your jump, then so you went 3 go mass witch. All right, we'll have to take a look at that again in the on the replay. We'll take a gander, but that one's my favorite so far, Don. And because that was so interesting, I'm gonna actually do one more from Don. One more. Don is clearly the star. Well, mid-level. 4Q. This looks pretty much the same, so I'm not gonna look at that one because it would be like the current war. Okay. Okay, I checked those. Any others? See what they have to say. And if not, we will try. I haven't seen any messages from BK on any of the things. Let me do a refresh of this page. J5, I'm getting my glasses next Saturday. Okay, so they're not listening to me. So let us, okay, hit me on Twitch if you have another. Later. Ba-ding. If you want examples of me going over 3 minutes at Town Hall 8, I did that twice each war. I have to say, lol. Large. Shebang. Alright, so we'll leave. And then we'll go over to, so that was J5. The Outlaws were supposed to push their clan tag on the thing. Let's see if they did. So I don't have to look it up. Hold on, I'm scrolling through looking for the there we go. We have kittens in the band chat. Hold on. Okay, so no action from. Let me see if I can just dig him up. We'll just give it a shot. We will try to find the Outlaw clan. Did I put them up? No. So let's see if we can find the Outlaws. That's a pretty common concept, though. I don't think we're going to, but we'll try. Oh, Lord. Oh, my. That's a lot of Outlaws. Well, here, I'll show you how we can. I'm going to go over. And I'll look it up. So if you go on to jtjclan.com, under Community, there's a tab called JTJU Affiliates. And that's what like all these clans are that are also participating. And down at the bottom, if you scroll, you can see all the different affiliates. There's about 50 some. And I will search for the Outlaws. There they are. And the search is, we'll zoom this back, PQL28UJG. PQL28UGJ. All right. Let's add them and let's join. Let's see if they let me add. And then after that, we will go. Now we've covered Venix, Outlaws, Zombie Squad's still high on their trophies, so until they tell me otherwise, we won't go back. So we will then do our route through the JTJ family. Oh, here I am. Hello, Outlaws. Hi, Outlaws. Any great attacks or live attacks you want to stream? Shilling. shut 'em. And while they're thinking about that, let's just go take a gander at their war log. Outlaws win. Oh, they were hiding them. See, that's called under the fold in the printing biz. 2, 3. Oh, but they've got to be pretty happy right now. They're on a roll. They're like, yeah, man, we got it going on. You come on over here. Only details are the current war. I think B has one coming up. Okay, Dark Eagle. I will wait. Is B Ben? Okay, I'll look at...
That is a great log, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm a little bit behind you on pitch.
That's fine. As long as it makes sense for you. You can comment as you see. I'll look at a few attacks from you guys. Yeah, Dark Eagle used to he used to comment more frequently on Nation. I think he might have got busy or something. Let's see.
Yeah, that name doesn't ring a bell.
Let's take a look. Oh, this is a nice Town Hall 9. 12-13 Royals. Just gonna hog it. Ben. Let's amp it up to 4. See what we get. It's got the double poison stacked. There must have been a mass memo out to the entire millions of people that play Clash to say, hey, double...
I think it was just... It was on the JTJU.
A lot of them don't use it right. Because, like, so Ben has it, but then he poisoned, then he made the Hound move. The best poison I saw... Oh, that's pretty good.
My poison worked really well on my hit there, but...
The best poison I saw in terms of style points was... who was it? It was somebody in JTJ. Basically, they were doing the torture, which is, you know, where they bring out the Hound and the healer heals and they heal. So that was going down, but he did one poison early on. He did his attack, and then for the style points, the Hound dies at the end of the attack, right, and pops. So as his troops run around, and then it condenses on the archers. All the pups
That's
went,
right.
Zoop, and then he poisoned them again.
I told them that on.
That's great.
Yeah. They were saying that you can use poison. Yeah.
Okay.
They all come in and focus on the nearest thing.
Yeah, I didn't ever.
And then you can poison them.
Like, yeah,
people
so
poison when it explodes instead of once they've all settled in.
Yeah, because then they'll settle the one and then you take them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like that. That's my perfect one, Ben. But this one was pretty good. I'm not meaning to. You know, it's your first Super Sunday here, and I'm critiquing your 3-star. Good 3-star. Everybody's playing with the 2 poison. Nothing spectacular this round. I'm looking at the prior one. Look at the prior one, Dark Eagle. Don't worry. Oh, here's B. So B is not Ben. Ben is not B. B is dot B dot B dot. I wonder if they call him dot B because it's dot B dot. It's kind of long. I think he just. I wonder what the dots stand for. Dot.
You're overthinking it, I think.
You think he just kind of like, I want to be B and there's already a B, so I'm going to put dots on it.
I don't know.
You don't know. You're not going to speculate with me. So here's a Town Hall 9 that's running a base that we see a lot at Town Hall 10, and I don't think this base is good for Town Hall 9.
No, I tried that one after the update as well.
Yeah, it's too racetrack.
Yeah,
I mean, it's too open, and so then, you know, and it's dot B identified, you know, a solid set of witches behind a you know, like maybe a 2-go.
I was just trying to get someone to attack me, right enough.
You were trying. Oh, but that. So now you fixed your problem. People are attacking you now.
Yes, quite well.
Yeah, I've been thinking about maybe something I might do. It's because, you know, I tend to overproduce my videos, so they come out rarely. And I thought, you know, maybe what I'll do is I'll just do like a crazy-haired looking vlog kind of thing where I just kind of talk for a moment about what the hell I'm thinking about in Clash. Because one of the things that was bugging me was everybody talking about, oh my God, I can't, you know, this new update with the personal break time is so horrible. And finally, you know, I was listening to everybody and beginning to understand where they were in trophy, in the cup positioning, and their strength of their base. I said, guys, you were playing a game where you were hiding, trying to protect your loot. You were down lower levels, but nexting to find a strong base to get your money. And then, but the majority of clashers where you are not strong enough at the new meta to do a full attack on you, so they don't. And so really, physician heal thyself. Move your base up.
Yeah.
So it's not like
it is working. I'm slowly getting up there.
But boy, were people frustrated with that. Let's see.
BK says that he's just waiting for Clan Castle troops at the moment.
Did he
He's lowered the trophies.
Oh, okay, so we'll go there next. I'll look at. Oh, there's B did a 4 ago. Yeah, I saw that one.
Oh, and he's just appearing in Mumble.
Oh, good. Just looked at that. Nice. Good recognition of the. Anytime you see that big racetrack layout. Let's look at one more from the Outlaws. We got two from Early Bird, and one from a guy named Nick. So I think Early Bird, you get the nod because looks like you 6-starred up high. So let's take a look at your best 6-star, your best 3 out of the 6. Your Town Hall 8, King 9, 2 poison. Clearly you got the memo. Okay, 2p.tk. See, B will enjoy my name because it's got a dot in it. He'll be like, I love JTJU's naming because he uses dots and commas. Don't you think?
We're playing a French one. All their names have trademark at the end, you know, the little TM.
Yeah.
Somebody had asked what that...
why? He does the V deploy. I wonder if he was doing that pre the Hog V video. Very nice, though, Early Bird. So check out, we're going to do a video here shortly. We're gathering footage. So we're going to call that V. So V deploy still stays as a deployment technique. Basically, you're using 2 fingers and drawing. But we're going to, if you've watched the video I did around Barch deploy, we're going to start calling that diamond. And we're going to try to use that diamond deploy where you basically hit all 4 sides of the base at once with hogs after a 2p TK takeout of the CC.
Does that not spread them out too much then? No?
Nope. No, it works good. Cool. So it'll be an interesting, you know, it's half-baked. But we will be doing a video because we're highly humored by it. And I think actually it's a good way to show Supercell and everyone else how simple they've made Town Hall 8. Because basically it's a single troop attack. You're spamming it. Granted, there's a little technique involved with the 4-finger deploy. But, you know, after that, it's just fire and forget. You know, you just slam them in there and you let the thing go roll right to the middle. A pretty good attack, Early Bird. I like the Hog V. Let's see if they've got anything else. Otherwise, I'll run over to New York Zombie Squad. Okay. Well, I checked out round 4 attacks. Looked good. I'll head over to NYZ. Poke on Twitch if you have a live attack. Shoot, pong. And off we go into the smoke. Gone. So you say he is ready.
He's got a couple of suggestions for replays as well.
Oh, even better.
And he's ready to go live as well.
Then he will become my second favorite affiliated clan. only bested by Banny Venix. Because you guys are always ready. Let's send a request to NYZ. Wow, he didn't mess around. I am in. Hello. I guess he's not going to get out and talk to us in Mumble, or is he muted?
Let me just have a quick look.
He's muted.
He's muted.
Well, he can unmute himself, though. I wonder if he's trying... Should I unmute him?
Uh-huh.
Oh, he unmuted.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
I know you're good.
I'll leave you guys to it.
You're sim-tastic, BK. That's what we say in JTJ. Anything that's awesome, it's sim-tastic. I'm kidding. That's a joke. Okay. All right, so BK, what do you want me to gander at, or should I just wander around aimlessly as I do in a lot of
practice? Let me see.
Oh, look, you've got some Town Hall 11s. Look, Johnny and Anil. They were. Oh, this is an enemy. Whoops.
Yeah.
Silky Johnson did for you, though.
I don't have a good feeling about this war. We have 2 brand new just went to 11s, and they have 4. 2 are 10s, and 2 are brand new 11s. So
Do they have the
Okay,
eagle
so
up
Agent
or
K
no?
is ready to go.
Hold on, I got to get back in. Clash puked on me for some reason. Okay, I'm back in. They want to do a.
Okay,
This is a live attack.
Yep, Agent K said he is ready to go.
Nice. All right, Agent, bring it on. Bring it on like Donkey Kong. Yeah, I wouldn't feel too good. They've got a little bit of a lead on you so far. 13 out of 19, but you've got a lot of attacks left. You've only done 6.
Yeah.
Too early to say. So did either of your new Town Hall 11s get the Eagle up?
Yes, both of them.
All right,
very disappointing. One got one shot off, and the other one didn't do.
Well, if you want me to, I can take a look at their defenses. I mean, I don't know. It depends. If you feel like the base is awesome, then you probably don't want to because then the base design is out there for all to see. So your call. We can look at it or not, or I can come back later and look at it. But let's see here. Not bad. So we're going into Town Hall 7. He did the lightning. Was that a 3 light? Yep. So Agent's got to be feeling pretty good about this. What's up with the? Oh, he did a little giant distract even. So Agent is applying techniques that he will use throughout his life now as a clasher. Very nice. Agent, you get multiple style points for that giant distract. It's the little things, Agent. And when people tell you that you don't need giant distract at Town Hall 8, you say, "Oh no, you didn't." You tell them that you and I agree. Giant distract is where it's at. Oh, and look, some minions even. Dang.
Yep, minions for cleanup. Yep.
Dude, this is like a work of art over here. Did anything die? Let's see how many dragons he has left. 6 dragons. So really nothing much died. But more impressive is that some of the loons are still alive. All right, Agent. Looks like you've helped your team with a breath of air. Just feel like, hey, we can win. There you go, Agent. Ooh, that is a scary start. Oh, wow. They went on a roll.
Yeah, they started pretty quick.
Or the event log. Dang, they were just hammering for a while. Are they out of the U.S.? Or are they... Okay, Silky's getting attacked again?
Yeah.
All right, I won't watch it unless you want me to. So I won't do it. Are there other attacks that you want me to take a look at?
Yeah. If you want to go back to our last war, we've got a couple while I'm waiting for my troops.
Okay. So you're talking about Dark Phoenix BR?
Yes. Yep.
Right. I like the new color scheme on the war log.
I do too.
Yeah, just so you know. All right, I'm looking at it, so I see.
Okay. My attack on number 6. That was my first free spell ever. So. Oh, that was a lava loon.
And we're
so proud
before
of
I even
that.
look, I'm gonna say already, were you unimpressed? You were probably unimpressed with the free spell. Am I right, or did you like it?
I thought it was okay.
I hated
it was,
when I first got it. I thought it was the weakest spell, and I promptly went to work leveling it because I felt like there wasn't enough time. Well, let's take a look at yours and see how it went. Let's see here. So it's a max. So this is a little bit of a nuke, right? Since you have the freeze, you're Town Hall 10?
No, I'm Town Hall 9.
Oh, this is the whole... Oh, hello, new meta. Okay.
Hey, well...
Welcome to the game, Tim.
Yeah.
All right. You're my first time I've seen a Town Hall 9 use the free spell.
I think because I was able to. It was the easy queen kill, and I was just going to lava loon it, so it was basically like, all right, 2 haste, so I can kind of test out the freeze. So my plan is to freeze the 2 sweepers of the expo and the 2 archer towers.
Well, that is high value there in the mid. Let's see if it really pays for you. So that pup dying early, that was a death zone for it between those 2 wizard towers. Those pups are getting slammed, so there's only 3 pups left.
Yep. The loon pathing was right down the middle of the base. So
the free spell must have been where you made it because your hounds are getting hammered and the pups are not living.
Nope.
So really it was the ability of the team coming from the top pushing through. Do you feel like the freeze was, a big contributor to this?
Well, the way I looked at it was when I came from 12, like I said, the loon padding was basically right down the middle of the base. So I figured as long as I could freeze the sweepers and the archer towers, and get the loons in there with the haste, that the hounds would move on and there was nothing I could do. But as you can see towards the end of the replay, the hounds or the little pups are so spread out.
I'm going to look at it again.
It doesn't matter.
We can focus less on the edge here, where you do your suicide king kill, and more on their deployment up at 11-1. There goes your suicide king. Queen's down. Your queen's doing its deal. Here comes your deployment. 1 haste, 2 rage, freeze. Yeah, I think looking at it, I would say the freeze was not the key to your success. The success was the pathing. And the use of haste. I liked your haste usage. When you've got mass loons at the very beginning on the edge of the map, using haste to do your initial penetration followed by the rage in the mid, that was beautiful. That's the way I would always love to see it. Because you don't really need a damage boost, you need speed boost, which is haste, and you get 2 of them.
Yeah, and I figure when the hound pops, the hound pops and the pups form a circle. So I figure the ones that go into the center of the base are always going to get shot because my hounds haven't made it that far yet. So as long as the other ones that get shot behind the balloons, they're able to do the cleanup.
Yeah. And to be honest, what I've been telling JTJ, or what I've been grousing about in chat to them, is like, my advice has been to tell mine is that, a level 1 freeze is too short. From my experience.
Yeah,
so
5 seconds is not a lot of
I
time.
think, there are better uses for a Town Hall 9 spell slot, 2 slots. So I would say, if you want to get Jazz Heads points and freeze something and be like, check it out, feel free. But that's why they're not using freezes, because I was just dishing it, saying how I hated it. I hate level 1 freeze. I hate it. It's like a big tease. It's a teaser spell. Use your slots on that, but then you're like, what did I get out of that? Absolutely nothing.
Nothing, not a lot. I think Stella's ready to go on 14.
Okay. All right, I'm back in the current war.
Okay. Good to go.
She's fine.
I think this is going to be a hog attack, if I'm not mistaken.
J5 is talking in Twitch chat about how they're afraid to go live. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. J5. Failure is only a stepping stone. Let me throw some Zen at him. Only a stepping stone in the journey to legendary to journey to being a legend.
Okay, he's in.
And right when I complete my Zen, we can go and watch Stella take it down. Now, does he say it like in the movie? Be like, Stella? Or no? Is that what is a play on, or no? We don't know.
I'm not sure.
Now, we got the double poison. See, now why did he draw it at this point? Now, see, I've seen a lot of people drawing. Not that there's a time issue. Ooh. Oh, now. See that? So he's got the double. Is he planning on using the second poison internally?
Yeah, I believe so for the skellies. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're going to see a lot of footage today on replay and maybe on live where they're using the double poison mostly to take out the second. That's my son. But take out the CC in the beginning. Ooh, drop the spell by mistake. The pressure.
Yeah. No, he's just getting them healed before they go in. That's all. That's all.
Oh, and then he hits the double. Oh, it's over. Yeah. So you might try, like, I think what might be interesting for Stella to think about is, look at triggering. The trigger was awesome, but once it's triggered and your trigger team's dead, if it's close, drop the poison right there and do a drop, pause, drop, and just kill the CC right in place. And instead, use your CC for max hogs, and I think you'll feel better about it. It's a little simpler.
Yep.
And then as that gets comfortable, then switch over to trying to do surgical. Because I saw Stella was trying to do more point deployment, but then when the second, granted, when that one heel got dropped by mistake, I don't think there's enough leeway in Town Hall 8 to recover on a hog style, and then to hit the double at the same time. That's just like 2 bad strokes of luck in a row.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to recover from that. But yeah, look here, these witches are really trying to make up for it. They're like, "Don't worry, Stella, we've got it. We got."
Yeah, those level 3 witches actually. I mean,
is that
that's
a witch.
Yeah, 2 of them are. Yeah.
Let's take a gander.
Still, that's still the CC kill team going.
Look at those fancy outfits they've got on. They've got like little, what are those things with drape over a shoulder? Turns out there's a name for that in armor.
A shawl.
No, it's not a shawl. Come on, that's not a shawl. That's my first when I've actually zoomed in on them. They look kind of nice. But basically, that buff is there's a little bit more hit points, and they get 1 extra skeleton, right? So it's not going to be like they're superhuman. But not bad, Stella, and we appreciate you giving it a shot. But I would definitely think about the double poison. I think it's the right technique. Just use it early and in place. Don't feel like you have to draw it out. As long as they're and if they're together, like if you feel like they're too spread apart, like the dragon or the loons outrace the dragon, just look around the map of where there's a spot that draws them back together, but kills that draw unit, and then kill it there. It used to be something we did a lot with when we were going for double dip and triple dip off the lightning. We tried to get the CC basically over an AD, and so there was a lot of technique playing around of like where to drop on the map to kind of move it and jigger it to where the thing you're trying to nuke with the lightning is also over the target you're trying to hit. Anyway, whatever. You're like, Stella's like, please let me go. Fine. Stella.
Yeah.
Please shut up. Are there other attacks that we want to take a look at?
Let me see. I think, well...
Are you ready, or you want...
Oh, I think I'm gonna have to go. So my target is 8 for this one.
Okay. Andreas. You don't have to go now. I could come back. You could type in Twitch when you're ready.
Well, I'll give you 2 replays or 3 replays you can go to, and then. But anyway, while I'm looking at this real quick, but my plan for number 8 is to use 2 lightnings and earthquake on each AD.
Mm-hmm.
Probably at 8 and 4, and then coming from the top.
So you're just going air, and you're taking out 2 ADs, and you're like, then you're doing a Suicide King on the Queen, I guess.
Yeah, I was watching them during fill up, and the CC has 30 spaces, and they had 10 filled and 20 empty. So I'm guessing it's going to be dragon and balloon. So I'm going to trigger the CC, pull it over to the blower, kill it over there, and then use my king to get the queen right in that corner, and then just. My plan is to use 3 hounds, still keeping with the 1 extra hound per AD.
Yeah.
And then just come in and then basically save some balloons for the bottom.
Yeah, and the expos are ground too. So yeah, I wouldn't disagree.
I'm guessing the Tesla's around the town hall. So
yeah.
Again, the loon padding is right down the center of the base.
Yep, should work. All right.
So I'm going to take a look at it, but if you want to go into the last war, there was a Dirty Ramel had a nice one, and then Tom again, Stella.
So Rommel and Stella, look at theirs. Okay. So study away. I will look at these other attacks.
Okay.
Oh, there's a guy named with Gandalf. That's a good name. There's Rommel. Rommel actually used to be in JTJ, and then he came to visit New York Zombies and was like, I love them. And he's never come back. And we're happy about that. We're glad to send people to our affiliates if that's what they like. No big deal. Let's see here. So Rommel's 4Q in the bottom. Raised my eyebrows slightly there because, he really opened up 1 box. Well, 2. So, he's going to 3-star, but might have been a little... I saw something interesting in another tech, though, where they used 2 EQ and a 6-wide channel, put it right in the middle, and it opens the mid and the outside. So if he would have dropped that EQ, like right here on the queen, could have come right at the queen and had the middle open as well. something to think about.
That's a good point.
Yeah. It's right in the middle. That'll get them both. I saw it happen just today at on one of the replays in I think it was JTJ3. But I do it must be something that Zombie Squad preaches a lot, because again, he uses the haste on the outside and then rage in the middle. So that really helps him in terms of spells.
Yeah.
And you don't see a lot of people do that, but it's good. Boy, that queen did a lot of work for him. Yeah, because I mean, two spell slots to basically breach a wall. One jump could have done the same thing, Rommel. You drop a jump right there at 530. It's the same effect, right? So
we've found it makes a big difference, though.
The EQ.
Yeah. But when they're flying through the air in the jump, they're not able to do anything. I really do think it makes a difference.
Yeah. I mean, but it's pricey.
Especially if you.
I mean, it's pricey to spend a spell slot for that. I mean, because you could even
if your heroes are a bit low, I don't know. I found
15. Okay. I'm not here to spread mandates. I'm just saying that when you look at what he achieved, right after the 4 EQs were done, he had breached a wall. That's what had happened. And so then you can step back and say, how could I have breached that wall? I could have jumped that wall. I could have gone wall breaker that wall. And so then you're like, how many spells do I get? I get 10, 11 spell slots. And so was that...
I totally agree with you, though. He could have breached into the core as well.
Yeah. But I don't think... And that's really... I think people really getting comfortable with, okay, the spell radius is 7. And if I drop it right in the middle of a 6th channel... So as this is a 6th channel that you're looking at with Rommel, that you're that will totally open up both. But it does if you're exactly on the line between the two buildings, side by side. It will get it. Barely. One hair off. It won't work. Let's take a look at... Who did he say the other one was? It was...
Stella, he said, I think.
Oh, it was Stella. That's right. Let's find Stella.
She'll be happy to get another one as well.
Prometheus. Oh, there's Stella. I'm just looking to see what else is there. AK-47. There's Stella again.
That's BK's mini.
Oh, AK-47 is? Okay.
He came and did a few wars with us as well before.
Oh, yeah? Little
that's what's great about the... Yeah. Good fun.
People move around a little bit. I think that's great. Let's take a look at Stella. Stella! Well, 8553, Stella.
I saw it.
What? I saw...
I'm on delay, though.
Yep, you'll get it. It's definitely... So she does the hog trigger with the set of... Oh, she's going to do the 2 poison with the mass hogs, I think. I say she, I don't know. It might be a guy.
I was assuming. Well.
Could be either way. We'll just refer to you. Oh my. What up? Okay, Stella. So you're doing the 2 poison, I'm assuming. Well, 1, because you're hammering it with wizards. Watch the other attacks where they do 2P in place. A lot more efficient. I mean, you're going to clearly, and then you do a 4-finger deploy, but more. It's
difficult to change a habit that you've learned for so long, isn't it?
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, because you're comfortable.
Unless she's keeping that second one, is she?
And that's what I was surprised by, actually, as I was looking through. I go through all the JTJ clans before the stream, and so I was, in 2 and 3 and 4, and then I went to your clan, and we went to J5, and everybody's doing it. And it's like, so.
But we're all talking about it on band.
Yeah, so it's like clearly everybody's like, oh Lord,
you learn
this is like
really quick.
This makes it way easier, or they just hated killing the CC.
But first of all, if you look at that one though, she's still got the second one. I think she's waiting for the skellies, because we wouldn't use the. Yeah. It's only just recently that everyone started stacking them and using 2 for the dragon.
Yeah.
She was still using a CC21.
But the other interesting thing about this 2P TK hog diamond, where the CC is all max hogs, make sure that you drop the hogs.
I think your microphone's just getting covered.
I muted myself. There, now can you hear me? Okay. But make sure you drop the CC hogs later, because they're the strongest hogs, so you don't want them spring trapped. So you let your weaker hogs go in, kind of clear the first channel of the base in the 360, and then you come around it. But it should be very interesting in the next couple of weeks to see how Town Hall 8 switches to using the double poison. Oh, he needs a Warhound.
Yeah, because I think a boy's been telling us that to ditch the witches now.
Yeah, I think so.
And just go for more hogs.
Yep. Yeah, because he wanted to do the level 5 hogs before. He was trying to figure out a way to kill the CC effectively with like a barbarian trickle. But now you can get... Yeah, it's just like...
It's done now. I mean, you just don't even need to think about Town Hall 8.
Not even a debate.
Yep.
There's not even a debate. All right, BK.
Are you in the current war now? Checking.
I'm in... Oh, that's a good point. Let me come back. You see, nobody's slapping him with his Warhound. I'm going to have to come back if they don't give it to him. I was wishing... I was being nice, so I'm so tempted. I want to see these attacks on his 11s, but I don't want to show his defenses. So I don't. But I'm tempted. Oh, let's do this. Let's see how Johnny's defending himself. That could be interesting. Johnny is their number 1. What? Okay, so that's a normal base. It's got that.
Hey, right. If you want to show the attack on Silky, that's fine.
Which one is that?
Our number 1. I'm sure he's going to change his.
Okay, he's not happy with it. All right, well then I'm in.
I'm sure
I think
it'd be
people
okay.
really are interested in seeing the Town Hall 10, Town Hall 11 defenses. So against Silky.
Yeah, you'll see.
Let's take a gander.
You'll see the way that he's got it set up. The last war, what happened is, he basically came in with 2 or 3 golems right there at 6, and he was on it with the wizards in a couple seconds, so it literally got 1 shot off, and then he had it down.
Yeah, I think if I'm Silky, I'm moving. I think base design for 11s are going to be more of centralized eagles and a more spread base, because right now everybody's not comfortable with or not familiar with the fact that while the eagle doesn't do as much damage as you think, it fires early, and if you've got a spread base, it's going to be damaging those units for a long time. And before you avoid that, because you didn't want to put your stuff that was strong hitters on the edge, but now you don't have to. So he tries the wall breaker, and this guy is just... Oh, and here comes the eagle. He's just slamming 4 golems at it. He's like, I'm going to get to you. And he, right at the 4 golems, right at the single and the eagle. So he's like, I'll get inside the range of the eagle. That's his game plan. Totally ignores the CC. That was a mistake for him. So now the loons are just going to smoke him. Eek. So Anil needs to think about his attack style a little bit.
I think the graphics are much better than they had released in the sneak peek, don't you? For the firing.
Yeah, I like the 3-shot and the salvo.
Yeah, it's much better than that laser thing they had.
Yeah, that was dumb. I mean, what are we playing, a sci-fi? It's like we got satellites in space? No.
Yeah.
I like the Warden. So yeah, so that attack, I actually really didn't test the base so much, I think, because, he was so committed. Because even if it was a Town Hall 10, if I was doing Town Hall 10 and I said, let's take this Town Hall 10 out and there's no eagle, I wouldn't slam, what did he have? 5 golems at the single? I mean, you hit the multi. You go witches off that. So you add an eagle, which is going to put more damage on the golems, and then he ignores the CC, so he's like, well, I'm going to let that hit my golems too. I would just question what he was thinking there. But since now we've seen one of that, maybe there's another. Or has there been anybody else that attacked Silky? Wasn't there 2 attacks? I think so. Let's go down. Okay, here's Johnny. Let's see how Johnny did. Johnny got a star. How did Johnny get his star on this? See if he's a little smarter.
I'm wondering if that's BK just getting ready. I hope somebody's given him a golem. I'm tempted to give him one myself.
So again, Johnny, the enemy. Oh. So see how he did it? So this guy's attack was very much of a needle-ish feeling, right? It went right at the town hall. He tried to drive. I think he was almost like he's avoiding the eagle. He attacks away from it, which basically says, I will let my army, for the whole duration of my attack, I'm going to be getting popped by the eagle. I really think Town Hall 11 attacks, once we get stabilized and people figure out the meta, you're going to see more of an initial phase that's triggering the CC, double poisoning it, so that you don't have that slowing you down when you're driving. Then your second phase is going to drive at the eagle, trying to get in the range of the eagle, and then you're going to do your push through from there.
That warden really took it on pretty well.
Yeah, I like the warden too.
He was unlucky not to get two, really.
Yeah, he was close, but see, he got the town hall, but not the 50, and I think he didn't get the 50 because he wasn't. Did you notice how all of his troops went in that needling dive?
Yes.
You know, he wasn't really spread. He didn't have 3 breach points that were basically, 90 degrees of the base, like from 9 to 12, or pick your side. So anyway,
no, you're quite right.
Is BK ready? BK, he really doesn't want to do a double. He doesn't want to do a repeat of his last show, I think.
It's so difficult though when you're talking to also be focused on attacking.
But you saw what I did with Trench. Man,
yeah, I could maybe.
Come on now.
I could let you watch my Town Hall 7 attack.
And we all know that Town Hall 6 attacks are just as complicated as Town Hall 9.
I'm teasing.
BK, is he still not gotten a hound? Okay, that's it. All right, so I'm going to go back. Let's see. We'll go over to, and if he can figure out what he's doing before I leave, then we'll stay. But otherwise, we're coming back. BK.
That's short circuit, isn't it? That J5 is in.
Was he talking to me? Does he want us to come back?
Well, that's in the Twitch chat.
Oh, I see him jabbering, but he's not really committing to doing a live. So he's.
I thought, was he not on the list?
He did. We went
on
to
band?
J5. I went to J5. I looked at some of their attacks. So they got some. We did. Let's see here.
Right.
So I'm gonna go.
That must have been when I was doing my hit.
Maybe I'll go backwards this time. I'll go to JTJ4 because that's pretty quick, and then I'll come back to him. I only have. Let me see. I'm scrolling through the recommendations. 4. I don't think I have, but I think it's just what I saw. Yeah. So I just have 3 attacks in 4. So let me pop over to 4 and then I'll come back, BK, if you're listening.
I mean, the only thing that J5 was mentioning in the Twitch chat was his number 1 is doing a second attack to close out the number 3 in their war. I know he said he was shy, but that he did.
So you think
shy, but I think that sounds...
Shy means like, look, I'm willing to do it if you
twist the arm. Exactly. That's because otherwise they wouldn't mention it.
So this is how you close. You're basically doing the presumptive close, Kitty. You're in the sales world. That's called the presumptive close. You're basically talking and acting as if you knew that they were going to.
It says it's. Oh, he's done it now.
It's over now. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at. I'm now in JTJ4. CWN had an attack on their number 1. He's a Town Hall 10. Did a 7-go whiz with an earthquake. But this was actually the breach that I was talking about, where he breaches the outer and inner wall on a racetrack. So
that sounds good. Yep.
Kind of interesting. Let's see here. JTJ4, but that was no more. Oh, so let's make it no more. All right, CWN. Show us the way. Here he goes. Whap right there, and then he still has the 2 jumps. So really, that his 4Q on the outer and inner wall, and then he wall breaks from that. Saves himself 1 jump, 2 jumps. So 2 spell slots. It works out pretty good. His mix is what you typically would see off of. And notice how he went at the multi, then the single. And that's what I was talking about when I was seeing that other guy.
Yeah.
Attacking. It's very. It's not now. Granted, I've seen some people do it, but they do heavy freeze action on the single as they come in. How many witches do they have?
There's the guy, I know Is Adam Francis in JTJ4? Is that right? No, it's JTJ2. Sorry.
Yeah, that's not familiar.
He's posted it in free chat instead of in the thread. But
in what chat?
He's wanting some in the sort of main chat of the nation.
What's he wanting? He wants a review.
Yeah.
Well, when we get there, you remind me. We're in JTJ2.
Yeah, I thought it was 4, but it was.
Yeah,
it is 2.
So one other one that was good at 9 was Arrow in the same war. Did a pretty interesting queen walk, but with 3 healers, not the typical 4. So I thought that was interesting. Let's take a look at that. So it's that usual base you see that kind of looks like a Space Invader. And he kind of just walks it down and takes his time. But it's interesting that he realizes he doesn't, I don't know if he needed to. He starts the attack down at 6 o'clock while his queen's still doing her job. I don't know if that was a little early or not, because I mean, you're really not rushed for time anymore. So unless he felt like he was going to, maybe he was triggering the CC to keep it off the queen. Could have been. But it worked out pretty well. So it was nice recognition by him that, you know, hey, I can take that 1 AD out, and then the queen's not really going to be under pressure. He didn't see a lot of DPS. And that's the biggest problem with the queen walk, is to be able to look at the walk the queen will go on and assess at the different points of the walk how much DPS fire the queen is under and whether the healers behind her can sustain the DPS being dealt to her with or without a rage on the healers. That's the part I've never had the patience to figure out, but others do a great job at it. The last one I was going to look at for 4 was Lamar. With no queen, he takes out a Town Hall 9 using 2 Go Wiz, KS Try. So that's right here. So not bad. Granted, it's entry level, but again, no queen. This is like, almost feels like a Town Hall 8 with some hogs for the attacking side. Nice trigger. Gets the hog out, and then he just does more of the classical kill off that. So he gets his golems, jumps in for his kill squad's moving at the queen, takes the damage. It's like, okay, fine. King kills the queen, then dies himself. And at that point, he's happy with that. He got an AD and the queen down, so there's 3 ADs remaining. Both expos were down, though, so that kind of helped him out. And it was AD 666. 6666.
That's how I decide if it's loons or hogs. Which way the...
Yeah, there's another attack I'll show later that's actually in Town Hall 8. You know how the tree right now, once we get to AD 666 in Town Hall 8, we always would shift to hogs, but there was an interesting attack that basically rolled an AD 66 that was properly set up because of the new CC spell. He used a haste to basically, you know, what the rage does for the dragons and loons in the usual 105 and 813. He used that for a haste spell out of the CC, and it did the same thing. So basically it enabled what we had been avoiding. You know, it might have been mitigated. So another way of killing Max Town Hall 8. Alright, so that was Lamar. So let's go back to Zombie Squad now and see if our man has gotten his hound. Let's see if he's gotten a special hound action. Hello, my son.
No, I have not.
No, he has not, he says. What a shame.
Wow, this is just a lonely world, the Zombie Squad.
Would you like me to cook one?
Then I will go to 3, which is 3 more attacks, and I will come back again. You're just like a rest stop, BK. We come by, we visit. You're like, hi, and then we leave again. So hold on. I'm looking for 3. Is this 3?
I'll go ask for 1, so hopefully I'll get one.
Oh, you'll get one. You got plenty of time. Worst case, if I go to JTJ 2 or 3 might actually have some other ones. We're gonna play it later. Is this, which clan is this? This is 2. Oh, dang it.
2 is the one that had Adam Francis looking for feedback.
Okay. Well,
He said it was...
that could be more drawn out. We don't want to do that yet. We'll get there.
Okay.
We're not avoiding
I posted it in. I put it in the Twitch, so you know which one it was.
Oh, I do look there. Good plan. Okay, I've found 3. I've identified myself. Okay. The first attack in 3 in the adult war was Snow. Let's see here. They lost this war. But for some reason, I like this attack on 1. What did I like about it? I didn't usually write notes, but I didn't here. He basically is doing a 5-go. Oh, the double poison. He double poisons the CC in place, but he triggered his main troops were committed to the ground, and so he gets 1. He might have gotten 2, but his queen wandered off in the wrong direction. But what I wanted to point out to Snow was I think a lot of people will be thinking that way about using the double poison in the walls. And I don't think that really gets you the value out of it. I mean, the double poison, what it does for you is if you can just kind of reach and touch the wall and then drop your poison and use as least of troops you can to trigger it, but at the same time you got to commit more than 30, then take some stuff out. You might have had a lot better clear there, Snow, and gotten 2-star.
That was the only bit I did really well on my hit when you were away.
Oh, you did it?
And the double poison worked really well.
How did it work? Did you get your 3?
No.
Oh, okay.
I got 18-9.
No.
It was a Town Hall 10. It was a kind of hit up.
It was a hit up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's pretty good then. Oh, and so speaking of hit ups.
No, not really. It was a rushed one.
Speaking of hit ups.
But I'll take it.
Joshy had a
Should have
hit
been
up
a 3.
in this war on number 2. So he's a max level Town Hall 9. He uses a 6-go whiz. He has 65%. So it's really kind of I mean, it's a mid-level on the ADs, and his queen is exposed. So I guess you'd call this an entry-level Town Hall 10. That was the other thing, notice. He uses the EQ. You'll see a lot of guys that are using EQ on the mid-core. So they'll use one of their spell slots to EQ to basically soften up that dense part of the base where when your team's bogged down and trying to move through. A pre-EQ on that area to allow your team to finish it out and get to what you needed, which in his case was to the backside, to the eye towers that were damaging his troops. This almost looks like a Town Hall 10 attack. I mean, he cleared out a lot of the base. If he would have had a jump for his backside, he would have even gotten further. So I thought what was interesting about that attack for Joshy was using that EQ to soften. It's a great use of 1 spell slot. And then lastly, Elzar on number 2. He uses a 2P TK, of course, as a Town Hall 9, though. 1-go whiz, kill squad, and then ho surgical, no king. So check this out. Let's see here. Which number is it? Adult war number 2. That's hold on.
The one that I was talking about earlier? Or?
No. I think
sorry.
I've lost him. I must have had the wrong number. Is on 11, perhaps? Let's find out. Let's do 11 and see. Does he have 2 poisons? He does. I think this is it. All right. Yeah, and he has no king. All right. Yep, this is it. So this is a pretty max base. You got level 3 expos. They're both flipped up. He gets the CC out with the loons and the drag. He brings it down to 6, which I didn't expect. I would have thought he could have done that up by the mortar, because his plan was to do the double poison. And he also, notice how he first gets the drag in there, and then brings the loons in, and now he'll drop the other poison. So a lot of people are playing with this double poison concept, and I would have thought, Elzar, I like that, but I would have done it up by that mortar at 2 o'clock. Because they were pretty close together at that point, right after your trigger. You could have done it right there and then drove in, saved yourself some wizards. So there he goes, coming in nicely. And so without the king, his queen doesn't have a lot of cover because usually the king's providing it, but he's able to get in because it's a max queen at 30. And just a nice surgical. Well, actually, maybe it wasn't surgical. Maybe it's more like 2-spot deploy. But he powers through. Gets it done while the king's chasing him around. A lot closer than you would thought. But I mean, You know, hitting a max base without your king and still 3-starring it, that's pretty impressive. Well, maybe it's not impressive in the new meta. We'll see. But hey, Elazar, that's my first one where I'm going to flip up. Oh, that's right. Just sit back and just enjoy that moment. Golden ticket for Elazar. All right, so now let's go back and see if our friend BK,
We've nearly got one.
The popper of hounds, has he nearly got one? What does that mean?
I've got somebody in my clan's willing to go over and give him. And so,
hold on, BK, we're sending someone to you.
We're sending reinforcements.
Backup is on the way.
We're sending you a hound, and there it is, Tom. Tom has come from Fanny Venix and given you the hound. Welcome, thank you. Hold on. Just hold on. I need a max hound or I'm going to lose.
That's the other great thing, though, right?
Well, nothing's saying I'm going to win in the first place.
I forgot you could hear.
Okay, this has been the longest drama lead up to an attack in all of Super Sunday history. Super Sunday history. We're ready.
All right.
No,
right. It's New York Zombie Squad, isn't it?
The best part is, so what was it when we were here first? BK's like, all right, just look at a couple replays and then I'll be ready to go. So then we go over, we look at JTJ4 because he didn't have hound. Come back, no hound. It's not ready. So you come back, no hound. So now it's been like 12 replays
Diamond,
later. BK's still thinking about it. He's nervous. Come on.
Oh, no, I'm all set. Okay. I'm all set. I'm just making sure I have everything.
His name's Black Diamond.
Black Diamond?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Am I on the wrong base? Am I looking at the wrong base? I thought
I'm going after number 8.
Andreas.
I'm going after number 8.
Okay. So we're ready.
And I think Black Diamond one of Sailor Jerry's brother-in-laws. It's a small world, isn't it?
Yes. And there we
Come
go.
on.
BK's in. So if we recall, he's hoping to trigger and then do a Suicide King. Well, he's going to draw to that blower out at 3 o'clock. A little bit of Zapquake. Boom, bada boom. I don't see, it's not as often where you see 2 ADs taken down with Zapquake. That's probably the first I've seen that on Super Sunday. So that's new and unique. Uh-oh. No trigger. He's patient. He's like, I will trigger this one way or the other. Which is strange CC. Must be a hound. Or can it be?
He said the space is filled in 20 and 10.
And then a witch came out. Oh, it's 2 witches. 2 witches and then... Or is it? I'll have to take a look at the end. So here he comes. I think he's still alright. Queen's down. The queen should be able to take that witch out. She did.
I think it's just one witch. I bet you it's a Valk.
Valk with target air. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep, it is a Valk. You're right.
Because he said there was 20 and a 10.
Valk and 2 loons, perhaps. Yeah, and that's one of the things that you're caught with your triggers is like if you trigger in an air trigger, you don't bring out the ground, and then you're like, what?
As I tend to use a
That's why I always use hogs, yep. But he's definitely got it. He's got 2 hounds left. Most of his pups survived from 1 hound that popped or the 2 hounds that have popped. So he's got plenty of firepower up at 12.
That's nice, isn't it?
So even with his little rocky start with the trigger, he was able to stay calm. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Those hounds need to get over there and help it out, man. Help out a buddy here.
They should start hitting.
There you go. Now, there's a little noise down there.
Okay, minute 20 left. I should be good. The hounds, I knew it. I bought 1 too many.
Yeah. And you know what? If
Isn't it crazy how long it
hard
is?
to let go of the hound, but if you try an attack where you drop one hound and you put in like 3 loons and the rest minions, you will see that it feels a lot more powerful because those minions under rage, they are mean. They tear up buildings in a hurry. So give it a try.
I'm happy with it.
We're not packing rage anymore, though.
No, we're not backing anything anymore. We're waiting for the game to change one more time. Good attack, BK. It was worth all the wait.
Excellent.
Just to see that interesting drama play out with the CC, the mystery of what was in the CC. We'll never know. We'll never know what was in there.
Nope.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
All right, so now we'll go over to. I guess we'll just work.
You are free to leave.
Okay, well then I will. So I will. I think he's telling me to get out of his clan. All right, I hear you. You don't have to. Don't kick me out. I'll just go and sit out in the cold by myself. All right, let's go over to two. So that's mine. Which one is this? We'll just do whichever one this is. See what we get. I think this is 2. All right. Let me gather my loot. You guys can watch. That's great. Let's take a look at the list for 2.
This is the one with the guy I've been trying to tell you about.
Should I look at his first? What did he say? He said, would like feedback on his hit on 14 using 2 go try spell less kind of. Blah, blah. Okay, let's look at that one first. All right, Adam Francis. Number 14. Looks like somebody 3-starred it. Let me go to the event log. 14. Let's see, Adam's attack. 14. Wow. Was this early in the war? It was the first one. Sergeant 7 Dust. I think that's the same. I'm assuming that's the same because he did 1 star. 2 go try spellless. FYI, we call that max. We got rid of the spellless. We're trying to use more of the common lingo and not make up our own. So max is what
I'm calling him Adam Francis because that's his band name.
Yeah, but he must have started 7 in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on. So let me go back because now I got lost. I got lost pondering in my own head things like what his real name was. Let me try again. We'll start over because he needs me to look at this. So let's see here. I see Expos seem to be down. I got a 2-loon trigger. Queen's at 430. The 2-loon trigger goes the wrong way. You don't get the trigger off. Problem number 1. So, why did it redirect?
I'm wondering if that is it. I thought you mentioned.
So that would be one question I would have because you're loaded for 2 poisons. So this would be the case of where I'd be like, you want to commit more than 1. So let's go back to BK's attack just a minute ago. He used loons. I think most triggers at Town Hall 9, Town Hall 8, and Town Hall 10, hogs are better. So I would have hogged from here at 10:30. That would have landed right here. And then that hog would have looked around and probably would have ran for this AD. You would have gotten a sure trigger out of that. So that's one thing. Let's see if you can recover off that. Because now you don't have the trigger down. Oh, look at that. Look at that nice bomb. This base is well designed. He's got bombs set up. That's not where I would think to put them, but he clearly had you figured out. So this is going to blow up those 2 wall break. Oh, too late. He didn't have, it was too close to the wall. If they would have backed those bombs up 1, that would have blown those wall breakers up. People often get confused.
I don't think this is the one.
You
Do you
don't
know?
think so?
No, he's talking about he had an extra rage that with a donated earthquake.
Oh, and it's a try. All right, well then, bloody. Oh, this is him defending.
Yeah, so it is.
All right, we'll stop that then. Whoops.
Sorry about that. It's
So which
because
you'd
of the
have to
delay.
tell
I'm
me-
sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
didn't see it till it's
That's
too
my
late.
bad. But I was basically telling you how bad the guy attacking you was, so you should feel good about that.
So that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. And look how I was complimenting you on the nice defensive bombs. That was Colonel Mustard's impact on you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So let's see if we can find it again. So hit.
That's one of the most useful.
His hit on number.
It's on the clan site though.
Oh, that one post.
The path thing.
Yeah. So it's bloody decks. All right, hold on. Let's try one more time.
It's a hit on number 15. Yeah.
I'm just looking for bloody decks. Bloody, 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 bloody. Bro, there's one. So Adam. Oh, Adam. So it's a 3-star. To go try. So he just wants me to comment on his 3-star. Okay.
I think it was.
Expose up. This is try. Yep, looks good. Okay, so first thought would be you're dropping this EQ on the edge. Usually I would have think maybe more like right here on this AD. You get more boxes open and then just use a wall breaker off here. So in terms of like if you're going for maximum efficiency of what the spell's doing for you, usually EQ does not need to breach the outer wall for you. Use your golems go down, your wall breaker off that, and then you come from that box into where your EQ dropped. And look here, so you dropped here, you got one,
If you,
2,
yeah,
3,
I was just
4,
going to say
5.
if you did it over the
the
town hall,
you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
even the town hall,
And
get into the other top
town
corner.
hall's probably the value point there. You don't get more boxes, so I don't know. Anyways, we'll keep going.
Sorry.
I always would avoid. It's really about just how easy it is, right? So if you can wall breaker a wall, you should. But anyway, here comes his golems in.
Yeah.
Now here's another thing. So watch how much damage your golem's going to take from these loons. Now it's going to be masked by the fact you dropped a heal on him. But that golem's dead. And that loon is still alive. So I'd pause here and I'd say, so this is an example of where you would consider how many slots you lost fighting the CC in the walls, and could you have used those slots with an early phase small team to take out maybe a box, just like maybe take out this box or take out that box, trigger the CC, let that die wherever the CC is, then you drop your double poison that you already had. Because dropping the double poison when you're in the wall is not giving you a lot of value because you have to wait for it to ramp up, right? Meanwhile, they're beating the heck out of your troops, right? Even though the poison does do a debuff in terms of attack speed, it's less damage than normal, but there's a better way to do it, right?
Yeah.
So that'd be another thing I would look at. But then your king and queen continue their quest to the middle. The enemy queen's down. We only got one enemy expo still up, and your queen's still firing. And it's an up expo, so I'm assuming she's going to come take that. No, she ignores it entirely. Your queen is not helping you out at all. Cloaks her. Oh, she does help at the end. She's like, well, if it's going to shoot me. Oh, so I see why you were asking, because this was a tight 3-star for you. You barely made it. How did you make it? Wow. Nicely done with the reserve troops. Wow.
Yeah. Good timing.
Yeah. And so the king was still there, even he had to fight the king off? Holy smokes. Dude, no wonder you want us to look at it. Okay, now I get it. Look at that. He has like only 6 minions left. Or pups. How much time?
I think you're right. If you just put the earthquake in a different place, it would make a huge difference.
Let's take a look at that.
Loads.
Oh, 320. Dude, you had 4 seconds left on the revised clock. Whoa.
There's still loads on my one.
Oh, dude. Adam, that was a great replay to look at. So there's a couple of good points that a lot of people can look at. The EQ, I think, the EQ wasn't really where I think, having it breach or not breach is not a deal breaker in an attack. But I think that CC, triggering that CC and using your double poison without having your full army committed and being under fire, you would have had a lot stronger troops.
He didn't have double poison though, did he?
Yeah, he did.
He took the quake, so that he had
let's look.
4 quake.
Oh, I lied. You didn't have the double poison. 11, 12.
I think he could have raged it a bit earlier, at least.
So see, now I'm pondering,
because he did put a rage on the queen.
Well, is it more value to have 2 poisons?
Yeah.
Or because you really having a max quake in your CC is not of value, because the max
it's not going to improve it.
It
doesn't make any difference.
It doesn't matter. You're going to get it anyway. You're going to do it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, would I have dropped a rage to get a 2 poison? I think I would. Watch how many guys die. Because you dropped your heal to try to keep your team alive when they were being attacked by the CC. That was your big death moment. So I don't know.
Yep.
So there might be a couple ways of looking at attack differently. It worked out, but in the pre-update it would have been
no, it's nice.
You wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
So I would have been maybe the EQ shifting would help you get better penetration in the mid, and then your attack angle would have been, instead of 10:30, would have been more like 1 o'clock, and you come more this way. Because, by the way, if you would have done that, here's another bonus. This expo, you wouldn't have been broadsiding the expos. You would have been coming more from this direction, and the queen would have jumped. If you would have EQ'd that, the king would still run in and get her. So that's fine, right? You're still getting the value out of the king kill, but you're not engaging the second expo until a later stage, so they're not both getting the value of hitting it. So I think the angle of your attack could have been different. Don't broadside if you don't have to. And just remember that if you had that EQ there, you would have had access to the queen. So maybe that would have made the difference, and then you could stay with the same spells you had.
Yeah.
And not do the double poison. But I'm going to be a big fan
if you put it right on the town hall, it goes down so much faster as well, because that's a real sync point when you're coming in across.
Well, and I don't think he could still, like, if he would have dropped, like, right here on this AD, like right there, on this little edge, you can't see it, but almost on the lower edge of that AD that's north of the town hall, that would have gotten the town hall in the effect of the earthquake, so you would have gotten the bonus of getting the town hall reduced in health. It would have also opened up all the boxes you needed.
Yeah.
You would have had...
Well, that's true. If it's gone as far over as I'm thinking, it would open the other one too, wouldn't it?
Actually, right here. So right on the wall between the expo and the AD, the first wall segment leading away from the town hall, that's where I would have dropped the EQ. That would have opened up all the boxes. And I think it would have opened up this box to this other whiz tower over here. I think it's in range.
Yeah, I think
so. I think it is.
That's really what it was.
I think it might have been. But anyway, so really play with the EQ positioning, Adam, but thank you for asking. High five for sharing. You get points for sharing. All right, let's take a look at the other replays that were recommended. If I get my thing over here. Bing.
Sorry.
You could play bells, like when you have something to say, you'd be like, bling. Yes. Yes, I would like to let you know. All right, Batman is in JTJ, so his recommendations are JTJ. Brian tried it. Oh, here we go. Helix. JTJU, my attack on 34 against Donate Spirit. Town Hall 7 hitting up with hogs because of 8665. Okay. All right, we'll look at that. Let's see here. On 34.
That's still just level 2 dragons, isn't it?
Yep. But he said he does hogs, so that'd be a little interesting.
Oh, sorry.
A little different. Let's see if he's lying.
I was just going to say, I thought that was a bit...
Nope, he did hogs. Level 2 hogs, 3 heals, King 5. So he does his trigger, uses the 3 heal play, doesn't have the CC heal as a bonus, or doesn't have CC slot spell. So he's going to have to do it old school. He's got the witches.
Yeah.
And just 1 witch, FYI. So he only has, because there's a 20 slot CC, he only gets 2. And there's a nice hog V deploy. Wow, this is a good attack. Because this is basically, he's hitting, it's a mid-level Town Hall 8, but he's got hog 2. and he is taking it to town. Nice pause with the... I mean, the base helped you out a little bit. I don't think the giant bombs were positioned like the best, and Wiz Tower sitting out in the middle of nowhere. That's kind of a bonus, but still, what I liked was your CC kill was effective even though you were one wizard down, one witch down. And that might be because, this might be because of our friendly new level 3 witch. There she is.
Mm-hmm.
So
they are really good.
He got a little extra health out of the witch, and he got an extra skeleton. So,
the biggest thing I've noticed with them is they take splash damage quite well.
Yeah.
Normally...
A little bit more health. A little bit more.
Yeah, they're really good.
Wow, Helix. Well, you know what, buddy? I got to go here. You know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go, Helix. There it is, my friend. That's called self-promotion. You made me look at it, and then I was like, really? So if you want to come up, you can. As always, it's first come, first serve on the slots, up to 49 in the main. All right, so that was a great attack. Let's see if we got another one to look at. From 2. 3, 3. Okay, so here were mine from 2. Aaron had, in the prior war, let's see here, prior war, Black Death, 2 3-stars, so it was a 6-star war. One of his attacks was really more of a brute force go wipe, so I'm not going to show that one. He's a Town Hall 10. But his second one was nice in that he showed one of the techniques that Town Hall 10s think about a lot, and that's the breaches, the 3 breach points with a Town Hall 10. You try to use as many jumps as you have to get a Town Hall box penetration. So he does a good job. 2 of the 3 breaches that he has are wall breaker based. So let's take a look at that. And he almost 3-stars because of it. That's against number 2.
Did he 3-star with the go wipe?
No, it was both. But his percentage, his destruction percentage.
I just wondered.
Yeah, no. If he 3-starred, I would have showed it. But the go wipe was more just like it was against the number 1. I'm not a big fan of the go wipe on Town Hall 10 action because there are different ways that can go wrong for you.
Mm.
But notice his 2 penetrations here allow him to get the jumps to mid, and then he does a nice wall breaker again in the mid. And then
really?
There's a final jump here to go to the mid itself. And this is a pretty standard layout. People are liking to put this non-defensive type big box to kind of make it difficult for your wall breakers to target. And he drives through. I wasn't sure about his haste play, right, in the entry point of in the mid team, but
oh yeah,
I'll have to think about that more. But his queen survives a long time. I mean, it's an entry level Town Hall 10, so that probably helps why he drives so far with it. But it's so close to a 3-star. And part of that was, I think he might have been able to get away with one less jump. He could have, see how if he drops it right here, between the corner and the outer corner of these boxes, he puts a jump there and a jump right here. The jump spell covers both. And then he could have still done the wall breaker in the middle, and then the team would have basically entered from the corners into the Town Hall mid. And then he could have had that other spell for like a freeze on the backside, and then he might have really 3-starred at that point because his king would have survived longer and drove through. So that's how close you were. And that's the kind of what I was wanting to show is that that's really what Town Hall 10s think about a lot, is how to get less jumps and still get penetration to mid. And so maximizing, really figuring out like a jumps radius and where I place it, 7 radius will fit across. So I got 2, and then how will I time it so that these 2 are engaged, so that then the wall breakers to deploy will get here and not get shot. It's just the life of the Town Hall 10. Good job. And FYI, you too, my friend, could come up if you want. But you're probably like, no, I'm happy. I'm fine where I am. Thank you.
A good team spirit as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they've been down there a while. But you got to give them the high five anyway. Everybody wants a bar of chocolate, and if you can cash that in. You can go out to, if you can find a Wonka store. I think pretty much if you show them me giving you that thing, I think you can have a bar of chocolate. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so Town Hall 9. We have 4 attacks and 2 that I want to show. The first one was in this war, the BD war, as I call it, Black Death, BD2. Double deuce on number 6. Comes in with a 10-12 King Queen. Does a 4 Quake, 3 Go, Wee Whiz P, almost 3 stars. Or does he 3-star? I forget. We'll find out together. So there's the nice timing on the EQ where he waited for the whiz cuts, his column cuts at the edges to work through. And then once he's in the mid. So the only thing I was looking for that I didn't see in his attack was a little bit of loon action here. Really would have brought some value for him. And would have helped him like clear this out.
That's what I was really asking about earlier.
Oh,
you really need that snipe
just a
back,
few
don't you?
slots for the backside because you can work the distract, but he gets the 3-star. That's why it almost didn't. I think I meant almost didn't 3-star, which is why I included it. Because if you would have just dropped, like, what did you have? 2 P.E.K.K.A.s, 18 wizards. Like I would have dropped maybe 3 of those wizards and brought in 2 loons. And you get those 2 loons would have had a party for you. So always watch for where that 3 Go max, because it's kind of like a max attack. You're using the spells for the center. Watch for what that group in mid could be shooting out, and if it's the ADs, then you should be thinking about having a snipe team involved. Then a Magnus did a nice job on number 8, 3 Go Wiz 4Q Max KS Shoho. But he uses a poison in play, not in the beginning. Let's take a look at that. It's this one.
For Scaly's then, you took it?
Yeah, I think he does the more classic kill. I think it's in the wall, if I remember right. So there's his 4Q again. So in the wall, CSI is he's gonna breach after that. Nice. And so now it's game time. He's got the witches moving in. They're flowing nicely, and there's that haste again, which I don't get, because where are you trying to go? Unless they're trying to get the skellies through that point into the expo. So somebody's got to tell me why that's good, because right now I don't see it. Like I'm like, nah. I would rather have do a poison, which is actually a debuff on the attack speed. Like that would have been better. Put a poison on the expo. But the attack itself was pretty good outside of that. I like the penetration and the mix. Didn't have a snipe component again, and so he's really trusting his witches to pull through. Let's speed it up a little bit. And we already know he does.
There must be somebody out there who's pushing using haste for the kill squad. I visited a clan and they all did it.
Yeah, there must be something about it. Somebody's going to have to explain it to me. Nobody's commenting in Twitch to tell me why, so maybe somebody will enlighten me. Now, Daddy also had a good attack, and this one's more of what we're trying to move towards. So this was he has a 10-10 team. This is on number 9. Yeah, it's right here. He had a 10-10 team on number 9, and he does a 1-go kill squad. And then off of that, he does a whole surgical G distract. So he does all the techniques that you want to see, and then a double poison is what he drops here. So it's well, is he going to do it? He doesn't do it. And see, that's where I'm like, why wouldn't you? Although he's still in the mindset of, let's get the hogs some skelly relief. And
was this the last war?
Yeah, this is the war before the current one.
Yeah.
So
it only just come out, the update.
Yeah, so maybe he was still thinking about it. But he does a great job with the giant distracts. His surgical deployment sizes were right on time. Just really nice in terms of that aspect of it. Now he also does a great usage of. This is where you could almost argue about, is the poison better or worse? Because he waits till all the skellies ground have been triggered, and then at that point he drops and kills off everything, right? So it's a nice scrub of the skellies, and that's a value. I mean, you can't say it's not. Ooh, that hurt. A little giant bomb action, but he pulls it out. But he has a lot of stuff left. I mean, he's got, what is that? Looks like about 10 hogs. The king's still alive. The queen's still alive. So I think it's probably an ongoing conversation for Town Hall 9 for a while about whether the 2 poison is good, or if you do 1 poison, then you bring it out and kill it with a T-Duck team, then use the poison for the scrub if you're doing a hog, or if you do double poisoning with the hogs and just try to run through them. I don't know. I think
it's a real debate, yeah.
But I do like Daddy, I did like the surgical aspects, so there you go. We'll ticket for you if you want. I thought it was pretty good. So we'll cancel that out. And then the next attack that I liked was Fluke's. Had another, and in this case, another entry-level Town Hall 10, but using the 2P TK. Where's he at? I think it's this one. Nope. Which number is it? BD War number 17. Right here. So he uses the 2P TK and then does the hogs. So this is, we can maybe compare and contrast. So he doesn't try to help the skellies do the skelly scrub late. So we'll see how the hogs do with that. But see that nice trigger, they're together. He drops the 2 poisons and a little bit of a delay between. Pop and pop. And good night to you. And then here comes his 2 golem team to take out the queen. They're driving the box. She's dead. She was a queen 5, so she didn't have a chance. King's down as well. And then a nice G distract. Look at that. Just a 7 and 5 and coming from 3. But notice there's really not a lot of skeletons in this base. So this base was really set up for anti-air. So I guess we're going to have to wait a little while and see if we see bases that do the 2P TK that have skellies all set to ground, and whether that chase team makes a difference. I don't think it will, but because then you can have those slots you were saving for the CC can be, or for that T-Duck kill, can be more hogs or whatever.
That then makes up for.
Yeah.
It depends what people are going to do with the defense CC.
Oh, there you go.
Because once they know that double poison's going to kill it.
little ticket for you, Flukes. There you go. Kitty's trying to make sure you don't get your ticket.
It's because I'm on lag.
Oh yeah.
I'm way behind what you're doing. Sorry.
T3 Judgment Day had another. This is a Town Hall 8, but I thought I'd show it because it was just surprising to me how many people are just right out of the gate. 1 more in, they're all. It's like you've been doing this double poison forever. Like here's another one. He uses the V deploy, triggers the CC, and of course you know the rest of the story. 2 poisons drop down. Dragon flaps its wings about 7 times. Well, more than that, 10 times. Now it's dead. And then bonk. There's the V deploy. Now see, he doesn't have any. He has heal support, but not scrub support. No poison available, and so there's those skellies chasing him. It's about 10, I think it was about 10 skeletons. Well, probably there's about 12 at Town Hall 10 or Town Hall 9. Might be close. We'll have to see. But pretty good attack, T3. I like the work on surgical now. You've got the double poison technique down. Try to move to surgical.
Good timing with those CC ones.
Yeah, because I mean you really will need it at Town Hall 9, so you clearly can get the Hog B. So if you have extra attacks and wars, I'd try that. Here is an ex-alumni of JTJ that went down to upgrade his base, I think. Yeah, so he's doing a nuke. But I was going to include it because usually I don't show nukes, but he does a nice job. Beat Brian or Bribette. Work on the poison. You didn't need to do the T-Duck, but what I liked about your attack, I just wanted to let you know, great surgical. Really, really converged the base and worked it through. So I thought, just let you know that it's pretty good. Keep working on it. I'd like to see the trigger for the 2P to be kind of more what you saw some of the other attacks. Duncan had a... Oh, Duncan was the one that is bringing back Dragoon to AD 666. Here we go. 21. Duncan is going to show us that the tree needs to change. Maybe not, but at least you can now. For anybody that loves dragons, he opens with the Zapquake, so he takes out the AD with 2 lights and an Earthquake. And then he's got the 2 AD 666s in mid, kind of set up like we used to see with the 105, right? Where they're about 7 tiles separated. So he's driving it, but here's the interesting part. With the new CC spell, he brings it as haste, and then he helps his team of dragons that are off to the right side with the haste spell. Right there. Which really lets them move quickly. And the loon. Do you see that loon there? Oh, wang.
I will soon.
Yeah. Yeah. So it really made a difference, I think, for both his loon team to get 1 or 2 more buildings down than they would have, as well as the dragons kind of moving up. Because dragons, they don't move as slow as loons, but they kind of, meander along. So that haste spell, I think playing with that and using it, tinkering with it in the 105 especially, because the 105, you've got, especially when you're doing Zapquake, you've got it's a 105R, right? So you've got the rage for one side, and before the update, we were using the rage kind of like an option read. We were looking at which way the dragons were going, and we were going to rage one side that was having the weaker amount of dragons, trying to help them along to get the other AD down. But now you can rage one side, and then you could use the haste to really power the loons to that side and get through and not use the rage for that side. A lot of different.
I wonder if it make a big difference then about the air sweeper direction. You know how that really holds them up.
I think it would let you close on the sweeper as well. So there's a lot of interesting things that Duncan is kind of pointing out there for us that can be played with. So I'm going to be interested to see what he does, if he keeps playing with it, and if so, how that works out. Now, ATG had a nice hit on 22. There's a lot of good hits in this war from JTJU. ATG, he had another 2 poison TK, and then he did a whole 3 spot. So his deploy could be a little bit more technical, but nothing, no big deal. So we're in the middle, dragons flapping, not happy, feeling sickly. I don't think you need to wait that long between his first and second poison, just about a second. And then your deploy, so there's 3 spots you deployed on, 4, I lied. And you did deploy your CC hogs kind of off the side, but I would be deploying them from behind where you were, because it less risk of springs. But anyway, I'd work on your deployment, ATG. But it was a pretty good attack, specifically with the 2 poison. And then lastly, Rob Wynn also did a 2P TK, Hog V, and then he did it again on 24. So he had a 6-star war with a King 6. So let's just look at his best one, and we'll call it a quits.
It is going to turn it into like doing a Dragoon for Town Hall 7.
Yeah, as you watch it over and over, you realize how people, after they see it a few times, will be like, "Oh, okay." And then there's really nothing
go and
you
have
can
a
do.
cup of tea.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Colonel refers to shaving and attacking in Town Hall 7. I mean, there's not a lot of moving parts, but nice Hog V, drops his spells, holds the 3rd one for the backside, and you can see he just rolls the base. Can't even. And notice what the interesting thing about this attack is there was a double giant bomb position, but because of the V deployment moving his team inward versus laterally, he ran right through it. Mm-hmm. He didn't run traverse it. He ran into the base. So because of that, Mr. Wynn, there's your bar of chocolate, my friend. I like the K6. That means you can hang out for a little while at Town Hall 8 in Maine if you want to come up. Don't feel bad if you had Town Hall King 10 and Town Hall 8. I just don't bring those up because they typically would go back down so quick. So that is 2. Let's go back to 3. Kidding me wants me to... Did I do 3 already? I think I did. Yeah, I did 3, didn't I? Because I did 3 and 4 when we were waiting for BK.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do a quick flyby of 3, because I see a couple comments from somebody in there named Chizzy. Is this 3? No, that's 4. Is this 3? Yes. The Kid in Me, actually, would like me to look at 2 different hit-ups. Did we ever look at this? Kid in Me, hit up some Chinese clan. JTJ3, South of Deploy is a great spell placement. We've already seen it. Oh, he's recommending other people. Kid in Me is. Okay. I think we looked at the hit up, but let's look at Chizzy's attack. 17. Current war. I guess if we took the time to put it in, we can take a gander. Chizzy of Troy. Didn't even know somebody named Chizzy lived in Troy. Oh my, 2P TK, 32 hogs. I wonder what's in the CC. Shall we say hogs? I think so. And yeah. There's a poison. Oh, no, he decides to bring it out. See, and this is where I think Chizzy will realize he doesn't need to do that. So he has, his CC was actually the new witches. We're taking a little fire, nice hog the action off that. Ooh, and I
do still like the witches for the distract from the skelly.
Yeah, but you know his skellies both his witches died. He didn't get his hog V down time, so the interior defense, his witches moved up and the mortars got him. So that was too bad. But he 3-starred anyway. So the V deploy was good in terms of the length of the lines, and you got it out pretty quick. The poison, I really think you're gonna, as you watch others do it, you're gonna question why you even. Sorry, my dog. But you're gonna question why you dragged him out before. So let's see. I'm gonna look
because that must have been everybody's first go at using it.
Yeah, I think everybody's kind of playing with it and figuring out what's going on. I'm gonna have to kill my dog. I hear movement now in my house. Somebody's responding. Let's look at the hit up, I guess. He mentioned it. I'm gonna make sure I didn't see it already. DK on 26. Replay. DK. No, I didn't see this one. Alright, DK, so you do Zap Quake on 1 lightning, you got AD 5/5 left, and your Town Hall 7 with level 2 drags. But what you saw, so good call. So you're running a 104. No, that's an 813. That's more like an 813.
Golden Ticket's still playing, Rye.
Oh, really?
Oh, no.
Yeah. I turned it on. I got it. Thank you. Thank you.
20% off now at NFLshop.com.
Now I'm going to have to mute him because he's Frog. I muted Frog. So, for those of you who weren't paying attention, he lightning quaked this AD over here, and then he basically moved his dragons to his position, had 2 ADs in this spot, and then just basically powered over it. And that might have been, so if that was still going, that means we missed it was running during the whole Chizzy attack. We won't go back. It wasn't that great. It was Hogby Chizzy. I liked it and all, but I think everybody will be like, no, oh no, you didn't. Don't make me go back. So we're done with that one too, because people will be like, I didn't see the first part. I don't want to see the end. So we'll close that out. So we're done with 3. Boy, whoever had that last ticket really knows that I wanted them to see it.
Were you going to see the Outlaws today as well?
I don't know. How long have we been going? 2 probably not.
Yeah.
Probably getting long in the tooth. We'll do JTJ now pretty quick, and then we'll be done. The Outlaws have.
I forgot about them.
The main. They do have some goodness in them. Let's see here. Oh wait, I've got to launch it. Let's see here. This one. So we'll launch that off main. Starting virtual device. And then I have 2 attacks to get in today still. Town Hall 11, I didn't want to rush it. I thought about doing my Town Hall.
Are you 11 now, are you?
Yeah, I did the upgrade, so I debated actually. What is it doing? It's pinging at me. Oh, here we go. It's asking a question. Hold on. Okay, that's it. Technical difficulties. We will be with you momentarily. I'll have to restart it. But now you can look at my scary minion. I can just stare at you. There. That's the button I needed to click, but I couldn't click it because it wouldn't let me get to it. Whew. Emulators.
I just surround myself with lots of different devices. It's far easier.
Well, I really like the emulators. I mean, they... Oh, no. Really? You got an update? Oh, my lord. There we go. Now you can watch me update my emulator. But there were, I think I have 5 or 7 attacks in main that I wanted to show. So we'll see how those go. How's the war in Venix going? Are you winning?
I should really be watching, shouldn't I?
Oh, you don't. You can watch it. Don't feel like you have to be tethered. Let's see. It's nice to have somebody in the ear.
That's not too annoying.
It's a plus. It helps me, as long as it's not annoying to you. All right. Now we're back. So let me...
Ooh.
There's my...
Danny Venix is getting pretty close.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Eek.
39 to 31.
Okay, so here is... We want to show Katie. So Katie Cakes is the one that initially started doing the V, like when we saw the V video.
Remember that?
So she has been doing... We'll show you the diamond.
Oh, this is the one you were talking about earlier. Excellent.
Where she's kind of playing with the diamond deployment. It's new for her. She's never done the diamond before, so she's just trying it out to see if it can work. But,
I've been doing it with the G-Barch a lot.
Yeah, so you'd be a professional. So there's the 2 PTK.
I might try it with Kitty.
It's down, and then here's the king down, and there's the diamond deploy with the late on the CC. And you can see they all kind of converge to the middle somewhat, but notice how there were 2 or 3 bombs in the mid that typically would have caused some problems for the heal spells, but because there's so many hogs moving at the same time, the bombs trigger.
I'd rather do it that way. I think that would be much easier.
Yeah, I mean, more research needs to be done in terms of making sure that certain bomb positions, double bomb positions, wouldn't wipe you, because I think this attack style, a diamond deployment at Town Hall 8 will end up with a lot of hogs typically in middle at the same time, but coming from every direction.
But then you know exactly where to put your heals.
True, true.
Because that's the difficult bit about surgical, isn't it?
Yeah, well, and I don't know, and that's why I'm interested, I'm intrigued, but I'm not. The only thing I'm worried about is whether or not there's certain base styles that style of deployment will just totally put all your hogs in one spot and blow them up. So here it is again, different base layout. And so again, she does the diamond deploy, as we're going to call it. That one was her better one. That was really nice. A+ there, Katie. And look at that nice, almost Olympics feeling heel, where it's got the concentric overlapping rings. So that too, like you were saying, the heel place is a lot easier because if the base is symmetrical or kind of condensed like this,
you can already have mapped
it out.
Where
everybody's going to be. They're going to be in the mid.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'd probably still read the hounds, or maybe but it's moving so fast. Like you do the V deploy, they're all in, so you got to basically.
I think I've got to try that.
The diamond deploy is down, and you're clicking heal, and you're putting the heals down because if you wait too
long, you're not
long,
even thinking about it. Yeah.
They're going to be done.
And I will have time for my coffee.
Yeah. So that was really cool that Katie did that, and I think it may force me to do a video.
Yeah. I think
on
so.
The diamond, yep. Because I think that is I like it. I mean, still think that you need to, when you're ready to go to 10 or as you're getting high in Town Hall 8, you need to start surgically. And even if it's easier to do diamond, I haven't seen any, unless like A-Boy, if he can show me that diamond works in Town Hall 9, then maybe. But
right, that's a wee thing to work on this week.
Yeah, maybe somebody can play around with it and see if it's with all the new spell slots.
There are some layouts I could see that working. But
a long time ago,
probably still put a giant in
we
front.
had an attack. We did an attack without all this extra stuff, and we called it initially we called it Custer's Last Stand. Then we called it the 360 deploy, and then we stopped doing it because people made fun of us, and we were doing it at Town Hall 9. We would basically surround the base and put all the hogs would just go wah, and it would work sometimes, but now with
I think I tried it once, and they just seemed to.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking you before if they were too spread out.
But I'm curious because I think we used to, when we did that 360 deploy, we would deal with the CC. We would basically run past the CC, and now with the double poison, you could do that on the CC, and you could also, with your trigger, maybe reduce some of the parts of the base so it's not so big. I don't know. It's very interesting.
With the double poison, I think the Penta is going to be the big one for Town Hall 9.
True. If you can get the...
there was always, is there a lava?
The kill and the... Well, yeah,
but
if you know
you'll be able to kill whatever it is. If it's a lava, then you're not bothered.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And anything else, the double poison will work.
I get what you're saying. All right, Batman is recommending Nicholas's attack on number 5 versus the Deadly Rabbits. Oh, wait. We must go back. Deadly Rabbits. Nicholas. He says, 3 very clear strands of attack on the base, and Nick makes it look easy. So he's got a 4Q set up. Got some snipe loon action that's going to come off the backside, but he's going to open... No, wait. It's a duo. Duo Lavaloon. So his kill squad's a 2-go. He's going to deal with the CC in the wall. That works out fine. Dragon does a little bit more damage than probably he wanted. His king's still up. Golems are now dead. So he'll probably be intrigued and playing with this 2 poison first phase trigger now. But he gets it down, and so then he comes through. He's got loon action coming from the top, and then he's got a snipe loonian coming from the bottom. Oh, very nice.
Which is quite late with that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm behind.
Yeah, the interesting thing that he did, that I think Batman was liking, was he held a certain amount of loons for the bottom side and knew by the way the kill squad was going to move into the mid, that there was going to be really no anti-air defense for that in mid-game, in mid-attack. And so really those loons that moved in from 5 and 7 o'clock really didn't get molested too much, and it ends up being tighter than it needs to be. I think if Nick being pretty smart, he's going to be looking at that 2 poison and thinking about a first phase trigger with a double poison, and then because he watched that attack. I mean, he had 2 golems and they were smoked within 3 seconds. They were gone, and it was.
I think you're right.
It was the dragon and the queen, and then there was all the surrounding defensive structures. Anyway, let's. I
think you're right. We're all going to be doing that.
Maybe. We'll see. I'll just keep talking about it until somebody proves me wrong. And then I'll be humble, and I'll be like, I was so wrong. I'm sorry. Let's take a look at Yip. Yip on Deadly Rabbits. I love their name. Deadly Rabbits. Yippee-yay! Did a 2-go whiz-wee KS-ho. Rather odd base with a quad giant bomb. Bomb created a very hard line to cross and cost us a few attacks. So this was not the first attack on it. Interesting design concept, however. Maybe we need to think about it. This is all Batman talking to me. All right, and then so those are Batman's
never seen
notes. That. So let's take a look. Batman is my best recommender in terms of On Nation. He writes me a little snippet on each one. I don't have to think about it.
You do ask for that,
I do ask, but he writes it. He actually does it. Let's see here. He does a giant trigger. What are we going to do now? Oh, 2P. It's a 2P TK. We'll speed her up a little bit. We don't need to watch an orange dragon forever. We're good. And there's the golems coming in. Oh, that's going to be a long drive for the golem kill squad team. Queen's kind of buried. He's going to come in right through the mid there. But look at the difference of where. So Yip with weaker heroes He was lucky. Wow, look at all those bombs. So those bombs really messed with him. I almost want to watch that again. I didn't see those bombs go off until I saw the explosion marks.
I'm thinking that might be quite a good base for farming now.
Yeah, let's take a look at it again.
Because it looks really easy.
So this line here, you're like thinking those are Teslas, but they're not.
Exactly.
Teslas are cored here. All right, let's go through the poisons. We knew that, so that was good. And look how what I was going to say is notice how deep he was able to get with weaker heroes than versus what we just saw with Nicholas's attack. And the difference was that he did the 2 PTK. You know, so his team now is going to come in and not have to deal with CC distraction. His golems are going to be able to just be handling spot fire from that Max Expo. Here comes the first of the king takes on the king. The queen's sitting back. Oh, and there's 2 Teslas that are also firing over the bombs. We still have 3 bombs to trigger. Dude, that is a lot of damage. There's another bomb. And then the queen shoots the Expo from the queen from the side. So really, it almost defended again. Where if that queen hadn't come around and pushed, it's a very wide line. Wow, that is a good base.
Yeah, just maybe you could go back a bit. I'll get a screenshot.
All right. You want to see where the bomb placements were?
I can remember that.
Yeah. Well, you can go anywhere.
I know. I'm looking at it.
Can do it.
It's just you. I was going to build my new base tonight.
You can watch it over and over when I post the replay. You can see it. Ho Diamond. Oh, so we've already seen this, but here's Batman's comments for Katie. Everything is awesome. Even the fact there was a dramatic pause before the hogs deployed. I wondered if this tactile could be what Mass Dragons was to Town Hall 7.
Oh, I must have read that.
Also, are you sure you do not want to go with Poho? We know you secretly love trendy names. No, I do not want to call it Poho. So put that in the bank.
I don't think those are the buttons.
I go with names that actually mean something. Poho. I mean, if I was going to use
that means golems and hogs.
I know. Or you know what I think of when you say Poho? I think of Tinky Winky Po. That's who I think of. So, and everybody's probably like, "What is he talking about?" Those were childhood in 1990, 2000. Those were baby, like, you know.
The Teletubbies, you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. Tinky Winky Po and
that was right about when my son was born.
Tinky Pinky Po and Lala. Lala Po Tinky Winky. And then they'd have these kids. Then they would have these babies on the show. Be like, baby, baby, and they'd be like, oh, whatever. But anyway, absolutely not. Poho would be me kowtowing to the establishment, and what we do is we name stuff weird so that people can't figure it out. And 2P, hey look, it's 2P. That's Po P. Why would I say Po if I can say P? And then .TK, trigger kill.
I'm reading the Twitch chat just now.
Oh, are they making fun of me?
Just a little bit.
I'm not even going to come out there. I'm not even going to talk to you guys. All right, another attack was Woo Boy against Les Gladiators. So that's current war. Gets real value from the double poison drop. Well, let's see what real value means. Real value.
I think we have all been quite excited about double poison.
Yeah, everyone's like, double poison! Allah! And then there was the other thing was on the show. It was like a vacuum cleaner or something that would slurp up stuff. What the heck was that name of that thing?
No, I can't remember.
Twitch will help me. Twitch, someone on Twitch chat has to tell. There was a thing. It was like a nunu. It was the nunu.
Nunu, well done. I was just going to Google it.
The nunu. And he would go around and he would suck up the goop that they would make, the yellow colored stuff. All right, enough Teletubby information. Everyone's like,
I take it you had a kid around a bit then as well.
Oh, all of my boys. They had the dolls. We had all the shows on tape. We'd watch them over and over. Big times. All right, Woo.
That was Dora the Explorer time as well, I think.
Yes, it was. So Woo drops 2 golems. more of a classical looking attack. So he's going to deal with it in the walls. King, queen are behind it. I'm assuming the jump's coming down. Yep, there it is. Queen's going to jump the wall. Nope. See, there's a big... See... So, Batman, I would say he didn't get great value out of it. Watch how much damage and how much death occurred right there at that battle point where the CC came out.
Because it has to ramp up.
Yeah, I don't have the answer. I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm saying it seems weird to, like, you can watch all the attacks like this over and over and calculate how much of the slots that were in that scrum, how much of their damage, if they didn't die, was given out as they fought the CC. And then you have to think in your mind, if I use those slots in another way, could I have killed the CC in other buildings and, simplified the attack? So it's a good attack, Woo. High five. But I don't know if I'm going to give you the got real value statement. Oh, and look at Simlin. We got to give Simlin a high five. She is coming out of her cocoon. She is Simtastic because she's had a 6-star war again. Town Hall, and she's more of a mid-level Town Hall 9 now. She's at 15-15. Let's take a look at her attack on 18.
Frog wants to go live as well, apparently.
Okay. Right now?
Yeah, they're asking you to come play with the children.
Right now? Oh, is Frog?
Yeah.
Where's Frog at? Is Frog's in JTJ, right? Where's Frog at? Is he in 2?
It must be 2 because he's talking about...
Oh, wait. I'm going to ignore them. They're going to be like, what is he talking about? All right, tell Frog in Twitch chat that I will come down. There's only 3 more replays in Maine that I want to look at, and then I'll come down to wherever he is. And you can tell me where that is.
Okay.
Kitty. I get confused, Frog. I forget where everybody is, so don't feel bad. Okay, we're going to look at one of Simtastic's attacks. Simtastic! All right, Town Hall entry. 10-9 King Queen. What's she going to do?
You're not going to believe where Frog is.
Is he in Maine?
Yes.
Well, they move around. Dude, man, give me a break.
Yeah, sure.
There's 200 people. Oh, it's fine. Okay. I'm sorry, Frog.
I shouldn't laugh.
Dude, I'm old and I can't remember things. So, Sim's got a nice movement in. She defuses two giant bomb positions as her golems move in. And I think she used the 2 poison. I'll have to go back now and see. I didn't catch it.
Yeah.
Nice deploy off that line. So basically 3 or 4 spot deployment. She's out of... Oh, no, she's not. Look at that. 3 more spot deployments. And she's got 2 more hogs left. Just waiting a little while. Go ahead. Drop it. Drop it. Drop your... Drop. Why are you waiting? Okay. Not bad. So she's come a long way. I mean, she was really working hard to try to figure out surgical because she never did it at Town Hall 8. And you really need it at Town Hall 9. So she's really starting to get the hang of getting it in and working off the distract of the troops that are on the field and timing that. And there's still some work to be done. I mean, you can tell that, it's not like she's rolling these bases. But she's getting it done. Mm-hmm. So just a little more tightening of the timing, and we'll have to put Simtastic all in capitals. It'll be like, Simtastic. I'll have to go to my lower voice. That's Simtastic.
Batman's also explaining why they were saying they got a lot of activate the double poison. It's because he got the AQ as well as the CC. I hadn't noticed that. So.
And Sim did do a great double poison. I missed it. Oh, she missed it. So Sim, work on the pause between the taps. That's why your dragon survived. So they're saying the woo got. Let me go back then. See, you're slowing me down, but now I'm curious.
I know. Sorry. Yeah.
So which base was that? 12. All right. So they're saying the queen got taken out by the poison.
Mm-hmm. At the same time as the CC.
All right. Do you know what I'm going to say to them about that? Guess what I'm going
Sim
to say.
Didn't want you to show her attack.
All right, wait. So there's the queen. Let's zoom in.
She didn't think it was good.
No, I thought it was good. I have a thought on this. So I'm watching the queen. She's starting to take damage. So what do you think of it? Well, you haven't seen it yet. So really, I think most of the damage that was done to the queen, two thoughts. One, most of the damage, if you watch that replay, was from the other archer queen, his queen shooting her. Secondly, I'm with you that getting a double dip, as we call it, getting more than what you wanted to get from a poison, or usually it's referring to lightning, taking down more buildings than the primary target. But if you can poison other entities like the royals and weaken them, in addition to getting the CC down, bonus. So I would say to you, while I don't think he got the value you're talking about, because I think the queen did it if you watch the replay, the thought of triggering and then positioning the CC over the queen and then over the queen pad and then dropping the double poison on the queen pad.
That'd be a great idea.
Now that, you would get like 2 high fives. I would put both my hands into the camera and I'd be like, double high five. Double. But anyway. All right, woo boy.
Right, Frog is still waiting.
Frog's pacing. I'm going to tell him 3 more, and we'll go. I'm going on fast speed. No more distractions. 3 more.
You don't want his live one.
Oh, he's going. He's saying I'm going. I'm tired of waiting for you. Is that how it's going to be? Is he in Maine?
Yes.
All right, I'm ready.
I shouldn't know this.
All right, I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready, dude. Man, come on. Can you tell that I don't multitask, or maybe I multitask really good, but you're seeing my saturation point.
Yeah.
I'm reading. I'm watching. People are talking to me. That's pretty good. That's 3 things. Wait a minute. Diggs is going? What do you mean? Okay, here I go. Diggs, don't be throwing curveballs.
Because they think you're going to show, because they're behind a wee bit, that you're going to show a few more replays, so Diggs is safe to go in.
Good luck, Frog. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Oh, so Diggs is going. He was serious. Hope Frog holds off.
He thinks he's hidden.
Is Frog holding? Yeah, he is. Okay, Diggs, what do you got? He's got the double. Ooh, a double poison at Town Hall 10. Let's zoom in on that dragon. Will she die? Well, we know she will. Dead. And almost got the queen. See, if he would have dragged that more towards the queen, he would have had a little damage on the queen. We could have had a big, like, double high five. And then what is he rolling out here? Looks like a 6 go, maybe a 7 go. He's got a golem in CC. When's he going to drop his CC? We'll find out.
Oh, look at that. She's walked right into it. No, I'm a little bit behind.
She's all right still. She doesn't have much more defense left. What's he doing? He's only got 1 jump left. This isn't what he wanted. Oh. Might work out. His king and queen pulled down towards 3. Don't see that she saw the elixir. Oh, come on now. So see, there's an example of what he's got. 3 golems down low that aren't helping him out at all, which were from this original front. And it's just that initial breach in pathing is so important in Town Hall 10. I think he's got it though, or maybe not. Ooh, she's taking a lot of damage. Nope.
They're going to walk around, aren't they?
He's not going to get it. Yeah, it's going to be a 1 star, but not bad. I like the double poison. I think that was fine. I think your breach points are where you went awry there, Diggs. So Frog, you ready? UPA. I think I already showed UPA. Yeah, I did. So we'll just show 1. I'll skip the second EPA. Oh, and then Batman says, A-Boy had an attack on our Town Hall 9.
All right.
And he says, oh, here we go.
I never get a chance to see A-Boy's Town Hall 9.
All right, well, we'll do that right after Frog then. So we'll do A-Boy, and then we'll we'll do A-Boy and Imran, and then we'll be done, and we'll go see. Well, I don't have to go anywhere. Frog's here.
Mm-hmm.
So a nice double.
I'm waiting.
Look at the 2 poison from Frog.
Oh, who's that? Somebody's in.
I got it.
That's him. Phew.
Yep, we got it. I found it. Never fear, Kitty. I'm paying attention. Oh, but he didn't get the dragon.
And a Giza.
So, let's look at his spell levels. He had a 3 and a 4, so that should have gotten the dragon. So that was really more of a tap too quickly.
Yep. That's what we've been talking about.
It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. His T-Deck team can take that out pretty quick. The biggest thing, I think, is those loons.
I think if he just stayed there, not dropped his guns.
Oh, you think he drew it out?
Yeah.
It might have been too early.
Because it was still active.
Nice deployment lines, though. Look at his surgical deploys from 4 to 1. Not bad. He's got 9 hogs left. Got the little. Now he's doing the classic pause between as the first. Ooh, there's a giant bomb went off. Classic pause as his first team moves through mid. There they come. Now he's coming across the other side, so the back side doesn't power on his other side. Yep.
Nice.
I think he's. I'm gonna call it early. I'm gonna say I think he's got this one. It's because it looks so good. Yeah, he's got it.
Timing's lovely on those hog deploys, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really clean, distinct groups for distinct defenses.
Mm-hmm.
So you can tell he really thought about the specific deployment spots, so he knew where they'd run.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long to figure out. You do that T thing and draw lines. You can figure it out pretty quick. Once you've done it a couple times, it only takes a few seconds, like 30 seconds.
I was doing that on the train down to London.
Drawing your lines?
Drawing it all out and got made fun of for taking it too seriously.
You said, you don't understand. This is like better than chess. Because it's live
Exactly.
chess. It's live chess with little animations. So, take that. Yeah, he totally has this. Good job, Frog. Excellent attack.
That's fab, isn't it? Yeah.
Let me take a look at... Let's do A-Boy, because you said you've never seen him attack. So
See, now you're never going to forget that Frog is in the main.
Oh, no, I'll forget. I'll forget. Don't worry. So here's Batman's comments on A-Boy's attack. 2-go trot, 2-go max KS looks so good, it could be a how-to guide.
So you liked it then? Yeah.
I guess. So let's take a look. So here it is. He's got, he's not going to double poison.
Really?
He's got the 2-go coming in right out of the gate. He's establishing his breach point right between the 2 golems. He does a 4Q to the mid, so he's going to, drive the mid and then do spells off that. He's got dragon 2 loons coming out. He rages that group, takes it out pretty quick. Then they're under heal. He lost, as you would expect, 1 golem from that exchange. So I'm going to be interested to hear what A-Boy thinks about the two poison trigger kills.
I think
whether he'll agree or not.
One of the big things with the golems are distracting the expos.
Yeah. Wow.
So you really still need them anyway.
His deployment, though, was very... And he also used nice use of haste for his loon teams on the edge. So as they initially enter the base, he uses haste. And he only used 1 rage, I think. The 1 rage was for his engagement with the CC. Yep, 1 haste, 1 rage, 1 heal. And then the 4Q.
I didn't know he ever used loons.
Yeah, he does loons. He's been doing it more. I didn't do him as much about a month and a half, 2 months ago. He used to be all hog, but he said that now he's maxed Town Hall 10, he needs a little more challenge. So he's been trying that out. One more, and when we're done, Kitty, 1 more. This is it, right here. Imran, you're closing the show. Here you go, buddy.
Just reading Batman in chat.
Is he making fun?
He did like it, therefore you should hate it.
Which part did he like? Oh, the double poison. Yeah, nice, Imran. Good. A little bit of a delay. Get the other one done. Oh, no, he brings it out. So people are going to be slowly debating whether they like to bring it out or not, but he uses the witch kill after weakening it. So he's doing the poison weaken. He's doing the PT duct. which I was always against, because I was like, why would you do that to wizard team? Which team can kill it without losing any troops when done correctly? But now with the poison, so I think you got to go one way or the other. You got to either not use the poison at all with your trigger, and use witches, or you go to poison. No middle ground.
Yep.
No one poison. But yeah, Imran, the surgical, the deployments were actually really good, and I've noticed that too. You've done a great job getting that up. So I would say you're on your way, man. You get your base. Well, it is almost max, so you could maybe push the button and go to Town Hall 9. I think your technique is pretty solid at this point. Good job.
It's such a big jump, though, isn't it, going up to Town Hall 9?
Yeah, but I'm hopeful that now that we're really focusing on making the Town Hall 8 guys do surgical in their attacks, even though they don't need to, that they then come into Town Hall 9 and they're, all they have to learn is go white the golem penetration component, the kill squad component. So, yeah. Well, I think we're done, Kitty. Let me, let's see if I can find the... shut her off.
Sorry.
Are you trying?
I'm just seeing one more in Twitch, but if you're done, you're done.
I think I'm done.
Don't touch that, Larry.
Touch it, Larry. You know you want to.
Larry, don't touch
Larry,
that.
do it. Do it, Larry.
Larry!
Yes! Welcome to the first day of the rest of your life, Larry.
What'd I just
Good
say,
job,
Larry?
Larry. Good job.